Quick announcement before this week's session. Doomsayers Podcast has gone social. You can now follow us on Facebook or Twitter, or contact us at doomsayerspodcast@gmail.com with any comments, questions or suggestions. We're currently producing one session-length episode every week, available on Spotify, Podbean or Google Podcasts, with iTunes and YouTube shortly to follow. We're not professionals, but making a podcast of this type does involve time, dedication and cost. So if you like what you hear, please do like, share, comment and subscribe. I know you hear this from everyone, but it really does help a lot and it really does mean a lot. Thank you, and fear not the Doomsayers. The following podcast contains frequent graphic violence, adult themes including discrimination, and language which some listeners may find offensive. Welcome all to the 7th episode of Doomsayers. With this one we are starting a martial encounter. So Ulrich, give us the fangs of the wolf, Ulrich, give us the claws of the wolf, Ulrich, give us the hide of the wolf, and we will show your enemies the mercy of the wolf. Our recap this week will be given by Callum as his character Ebenezer Gütte. Take it away.
Right, so where was we? I remember, we're ankle, waist, or head deep in the Bergenhofen sewers, chasing down the three-legged goblin. We'd opened a door after almost getting our throat slit, and found an horrible screaming massive horrible. Well, that didn't go well, and we called a sensible retreat. Then we realised it wasn't chasing us. We took out our frustrations on one of them amoeba things, what you see in the horrible gribbly places, and went back, and the demons seemed to have fucked off. So, Digmar be praised, I guess. Right, we grab what we can find of the goblin and pop back surface side, and try and get a reward from the good old judge. He tells us that goblin was found and crushed to death, which is a problem, because I'm pretty sure it weren't. Or if it was, then what the fuck were we chasing? In any case, we felt very bad and returned the goblin pelvis to the circus master, the freak show man. And, well, he was just as bamboozled as we were. Stor and Nornghal went off on one, and, Gottfried's dead. They went to go have a word with Uncle Joseph. I mean, I've got to say, good riddance to bad rubbish, to be honest. He was a liability. Yep. Stor's uncle had no idea. Apparently, he went to go fall asleep in a warehouse. They went to question a warehouse man. Almost got eaten and stabbed to death by dogs and watchmen. But, it's all good. We went back, got ourselves cleaned up at the inn, and then, day 2 of Schlafenfest. At which point, got our money from Crusher. Man's been fired. Yeah, well, we got our gold. Or at least I will if Stor will ever hand it over. And, then it was working on the next racket. I'm cozying up to the nobles. Ebenezer Liebrung is back here again to talk to Gael van Osbren, the under noble of your man Boris Todbringer himself. Apparently his man's in the duel. Or, Todbringer's man, their overman, isn't it? And Seraphina and Stor were looking to try and drug up the horses to give us an advantage. Unfortunately, it looks like Stor's been drafted and gone lance side. Hopefully he takes a dive. Fingers crossed. And I think that's about all I can remember. So without further ado, shall we?
Okay, Ebenezer, in the intervening couple of hours where you've been sipping Kirschwasser and talking to Gael von Osbren, he has been subtly disparaging the Once Upon a Time family, just comparing them in unfavourable ways with the House of Middenheim in particular and the von Osbrens in specific, saying things along the lines of, they don't even live in this town, they live in Null. So apparently this town's completely controlled by the council, and the council in turn is completely controlled by the merchant guild.
And they just let anyone joust these days?
That hasn't happened yet. This is just backpedaling a bit because.
I know that. I'm just saying, like, and they just let anyone joust?
Well,
Because I still know they've entered.
I would hopefully expect. We don't want peasants jousting. They don't know how to do it. But yes, I'm sure they will be no match for the von Ostbruns when we finally field our own men.
Yes, I imagine they'll be just as capable knocked on their ass as any peasant.
Yes, my cousin Jurgen will be jousting later on. I believe he's scheduled for around 1.5 bells. Yes, he could very easily get through to the final round.
Well, a sure thing, is it?
I would expect so, but you never know. I have to pay the Once Upon a Time family due consideration.
Yes, they could get lucky, I suppose.
Yes. Returning to the moment where Stur has ridden out, visor up. Stur, can you make an intuition test, and also the others that are watching you?
Intuition. Okie dokie.
Not a chance. 95.
Haha.
I'm too flabbergasted.
11. So that's 2 successes.
And a critical. So yeah, you realise it'd probably be a very good idea at this point to put your visor down before anyone looks at your face and realises that you're just some random peasant.
I put my visor down. Plong.
Okay, a man strides up to the middle of the tilting list with a flag in his hands. And is anyone doing anything? Cheering Stur on?
Absolutely not. I think
silence.
I'm cheering on the other man.
How dare you?
I don't know what I'm cheering on at this point. I'm quite shocked, I think.
Right, so you're just standing in open-mouthed perplexity.
Yeah,
okay.
That's the vibe.
The flag comes down.
Oh God!
And Sir Siegfried begins to spur his horse towards you, Stur, getting up to a charge. You should probably do the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, but we've drugged the horse, didn't we?
Yeah. So
okay.
So make a ride, and it's going to be at -20 because the horse is really ornery now because it just wants to go sleep.
-20. Okay.
Yeah.
36 out of. I mean, with the -20, it's one failure, I think.
One level of failure. Okay,
yeah.
So the horse starts to canter towards Siegfried's. The horse has probably done it a few times before, so it knows the drill, but it's not got its heart in it. Okay, on this second round, you're both going to be charge attacking each other. So that's going to be another ride.
Yeah, well, great. -20 still, yeah.
Yeah.
2 failures.
Okay, so it continues to canter. It doesn't collapse or have. But you will be both hitting each other with your lances, and you each have 1 point of advantage.
Okay.
Because you have both charged, so so roll to hit. Melee cavalry. If you don't have it, it's just weapon skill.
Of course, I don't have it. Is this any penalties or just regular?
No, it's just penalised because you don't. Insofar as you've not advanced it because you've never had any training with the lance.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really matter anyway because I've rolled 80 out of 33, so that's 5.
5 negative successes. Okay, so Siegfried passed with 2. Do you want to re-roll that in any way, or?
I am tempted to spend a fortune. Can I do? Yeah, I can do a re-roll, can't I?
Yeah, you can do a re-roll. Yeah.
All right. This early, we're already spending them. I rolled 79. Oh.
1 point less.
Yeah. What a waste.
Okay, so are you going to keep that one, or
Does it make any difference, George?
well, reduce the success level differential by 1?
Well, I'll keep the 79 then.
Okay, so he's got with 2, and you've got what's that over your weapon skill? 79
over 33.
Okay, so that's
Just
4
bring it down to 4, yeah.
4 negative success levels, and he's got 1. Okay, so he's pulling his blows as you'll be with this. There's also a 9 on the units die here, and the lance has the damaging trait with its strength bonus, which in his is +5, plus the 9 is 14, plus the success level differential is 14 wounds.
14?
Minus your full armor and your toughness bonus. So you've got 5 armor points for the full plate.
Okay.
Bonuses.
Okay, and my toughness. Did you say strength and toughness, or just toughness? Sorry.
Just toughness bonus.
Which is 5.
It's 5 now.
Yeah, so it was base 40, and I have spent 10 advances. So
okay, so so you're going to take 4 wounds from this as the lance smashes into pieces, denting the armor.
Oh my god. Okay.
As you gallop past him, missing him completely. So you're going to take 4 wounds from that, and this is going to be now an opposed strength to see if you can stay on the horse.
Yes.
Actually, I think you'll be opposing his strength with your ride. I think that makes a bit more sense.
Oh no. Okay. All right. I got 45, which, if at a penalty, is 2 failures.
Okay, so he's got 12. And his strength is 49. So you are unhorsed, which counts as a 3-yard fall. So please make me an athletics.
It's going really badly. For fuck's sake. So I have failed that by 1.
1 point or 1 success level.
Success level.
Okay, so you're going to take 9 wounds as you crash into the ground, modified by toughness bonus, but not armor.
So that's another 4 then. So I'm up to 8 now.
You've taken 8 wounds out of how many?
I've got 16, so I'm half.
Yeah, you're badly beaten up. You crash to the ground.
How could I have not seen this coming?
The peasants scream and clap and applaud. As Sir Siegfried waves his lance in the air, or what's left of it, with the smashed end skewered into the ground next to you, as your horse trots, then goes into a slow walk at the end, and just sits down on the ground.
Oh, sleepy.
The nobles are a little bit more sophisticated about it and just look on with a mixture of amusement and disdain. And there are quite a lot of people in the commoners box that are just booing at the top of their lungs.
Oh no, this isn't going to be good for my mental health.
And then the Master of Sword, looking absolutely furious at the Once Upon a Time tent, is just jerking his head like, get up, get over here now.
Let me. Oh, how am I going to get up? I'm in so much pain. No one cares about the workers.
You can get up. That's wounds. It's like minor injuries, like sprains, bruises, cuts. That's what. Or this is the first time you've taken any wound, and you're like, ow.
Yeah, I've done really quite well so far, so I suppose I pull myself up once the little birds stop flying around my head and sheepishly over to the tent.
Okay. As a couple of squires run out and like drag the horse to its feet and make that trot back as well. What's everyone else doing witnessing this debacle?
Shouting, stomping, hooting, hollering, cheering, just all of the above.
Right.
Because Stur is my friend, but I did just see somebody get knocked off horse, and that's funny. And it'll be fine.
Will I? Man, fall down.
Yeah, basically.
I imagine Ebenezer thinks that this is part of the plan. He's like, yes, that's okay, good. That's good performance. Just keep it going. Go on.
Little do you know, I was trying my very best.
Yeah, because Ebenezer's never seen you act before.
Yeah, the fight last time went a lot worse than this.
With Von Ostbrun's, so look at the state of that horse. I'm honestly not surprised that occurred.
Hmm.
You can barely stay awake. I said they were broken down nags.
Oh, who knows? Who knows? Maybe they tired it out first as well. Too much
Why on earth
practice.
would they do that? I suppose. Yes.
You
that's-
have fielded an intimidating competitor yourself.
Yes, well, the Von Ostbruns have not been represented yet. This is merely Sir Siegfried, a vassal of ours. What were you going to say, Seraphina?
How much money did I make?
You put up 15 shillings at 15 to 8, didn't you? So you got 8 more shillings, notwithstanding all the losses that you made betting on the other side. So you got 8 shillings in excess there. So just add 8 shillings onto it.
That's not bad.
Okay, Stur, you are accosted by the Master of Sword. You are not handed a purse with 15 crowns and offered a kiss from a pretty maiden. Instead, a single gold crown is thrust into your hand at at the same moment as the squires are now stripping the armour off you as quickly as they can.
May I go now?
Yeah, don't tell nobody, all right?
I promise not to. Too fucking embarrassed. No.
Okay. So you put
Skulk
the
out.
sackcloth tabard back on,
Yeah.
I imagine, as a disguise.
Yeah. Just sneaking
Stumble
between.
out.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going now?
I mean, probably I would want to find Seraphina again because she was the person that I was with most recently.
Well, you know that she's in the commoner's box.
Yeah, I'll head that way.
Okay. Can you make me a D100 roll to see where like the worst of these injuries that you sustained?
Oh, of course. Yeah. Oops, sorry, I dropped my dice.
His was like 94, but that's not practical because he wouldn't be going to hit you in the left leg in a jousting match.
All right.
So
I've rolled. Oh, sorry, I've rolled 79, which is what is that? That's body, which makes
so
sense.
that makes sense. Okay, so you've got your back is really sore. So you landed on your back as you came down, just slammed down, and the armor clanged into you. And as well as that, you've got a lovely bruise developing at sort of around your navel area where the lance hit you.
Okay. Lovely.
So you probably not feeling great, but you're not at any penalties. You go to the commoner's box. Ebenezer, you see Stur arrive there.
Mm-hmm.
What is everyone going to do? Because you can clearly see Stur making her way through the commoner's box there. Nornghal and Seraphina, because she's so tall.
Well, I'm still playing Noble Incognitus, so.
Okay. Are you drinking away at this Kirschwasser that he's trying to ply you with?
Oh yeah, sipping slowly.
Yeah, it's still. Having said that, it's still a liqueur, so I'm going to need you to make it consume alcohol.
Yes! Get him drunk. Fail.
Puke over the balcony.
Can I spend fortune
23, I passed. Get fucked.
Boo!
No, booze.
Ah.
You can't spend fortune points to make someone else re-roll. No.
This game sucks. I'm not playing anymore.
You can, however, spend a resilience point to choose the result of any die roll.
Those don't come back.
No, you'd have to do something like major according to your motivation. Like for Stur, whose motivation is nurturing, that would be like raising a child until it's time to say goodbye.
Oh my god.
Seriously.
Well, Stur, better go ply those orphanages.
Okay,
Please
what's
may
everyone-
have all of the
What's
children.
everyone doing at the joust as the next 2 people are announced and come out?
I'm probably still buttering up and making pleasant conversation with Gale, trying to get as much information out of this noble life and everything as possible about the local area.
Okay, so he's carrying on talking about how this place isn't run by nobles, it's run by merchants, and he thinks that that's a bit distasteful. And the place was apparently in his opinion, because of the absence of the Once Upon a Time family, who are headquartered in Nuln, even though this is their land, because of their absence, in his opinion, the town was going to rack and ruin until about 6 months ago. Until about 6 years ago, which coincided with the time that Johannes Teugen came back to the town, and from that point began to re-establish the town's reputation as a major trading port.
So Johannes Teugen has essentially propped this place up for the Once Upon a Time.
Essentially, yes. He functions as if he's the town's nobility, but he hasn't got a drop of noble blood in his veins, nor indeed do the Hagens, the Steinhagers, nor even the Rugbroders. The Hagens are wastelanders, for Sigmar's sake, I ask you.
Ugh.
And then apparently we have another upstart, the Megarius family.
Oh, I've not heard their name.
Yes, the Megarius are family. Insofar as I understand, they're not a house as the other ones are. They have one particular individual. I don't know his first name. Something Megarius, it must be. Who apparently trades in wine and brandy. He's the biggest of the small traders, shall we say, but is now challenging the Rugbroders and the Steinhagers for a place.
So if Teugen were gone, I mean, how would this place even function? Would it just fall back to ruin again?
Well, I've been sending letters for a long time. I like the area. I like this place. I like the river cruises that they have on the Emperor Wilhelm. But I've been sending letters for a long time, begging the Once Upon a Time family to come back here and run it as it should be run, rather than allowing merchants to sabotage the integrity of the town for their own commercial interests.
Perhaps what you need is another family. If the Once Upon a Times are negligent and happier to fester in Nuln than oversee Bergenhafen as they should, perhaps another family. Put the nobles in their proper place.
You are not suggesting insurrection.
Oh, no. I'm more wondering what a change in management could do for the place.
Yes. Well, since this is in the Reichland, the Once Upon a Times are answerable only to the Emperor. I wish you good luck if you wish to get them sacked, as it were, and your own family reinstated, if that's what you're suggesting.
It just pains me to hear such a wonderful place be mismanaged, left in the hands of the greedy noble class.
Merchant class.
Merchant class. Sorry, yeah, that's what I meant. That was a Callum misspeak there. But let's be honest, it really isn't.
Projecting a bit with the noble bashing.
Yeah. Okay. So as you're having this chat, there's two more men that are charging towards each other with lances, which smash into dozens of splinters to uproarious applause from the commoner's box. In the commoner's box, what is going on?
There's some uproarious applause.
Well, you're just watching it.
I'm giving Stur a good pat on the back for being such a good sport. Yeah. Well done, boy.
Please stop touching me. It hurts.
Gonna give him a big hug.
No, that also hurts.
Crunch.
Stop, please.
Oh, what happened? What the hell were you doing on that horse?
It all happened so fast. He just pulled me in and then said things, and I agreed to the things because he made it sound really good, but I didn't actually get any of the things because of what we did, and I fell off the horse and I am in a lot of pain. Not good.
The horse was talking to you. You taking any drugs or something?
No, not the horse. one of the men from in the tent.
Oh,
It was just a spur of the moment decision that maybe I didn't think through very much.
I might be able to get something to help ease that pain and swelling, but geez, you're mad.
I just like to help people.
Okay, are we doing anything in particular at the joust, or are you all just going to sit there and watch it and schmooze, as the case may be?
I think we've done quite enough at the joust.
Okay.
Yeah.
At half past
Is there
one,
anything I can do to roll to enhance my schmoozing?
yeah, roll a charm. It's going to be resisted with his cool.
He's a noble. How cool can he be? He can be very
Yeah,
cool.
cool is one of the one of the opening skills for a noble.
I don't like that roll. I'm going to use a fortune point to roll again.
Go for it.
I've got 2 degrees of success on this roll. That's how you use a fortune point, Stern.
So
Okay, so yeah, he seems to be favourably disposed towards you. While you're in his presence, I will say that if you're palling about with him, you can consider your status as being him for the purposes of being his for the purposes of social roles. His status is gold 4.
So in Bergenhafen, my status is gold 4. Nice.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Because you've been sat in the box with him. All the commoners are facing the other direction. They can all see you. You also, while this is going on, you see a man with a sort of mauve-coloured armband scratching his nose with his little finger in the commoner's box and staring directly at you.
Is that the guy that called out to me last time?
What? Who's that?
The one that
Oh,
recognised me from Outdorf?
No, it's not Delbear's. No, it's just it looks completely different to Delbear's. Tall, skinny, blonde guy. Not particularly well dressed, apart from this mauve armband around his arm, which, since it's mauve, is going to be expensive because of the dye.
He scratched his nose at me. If I remember, that was the signal that some unfortunate people who got murdered had. I guess he's in the commoner's box. I regard him coolly.
Yeah, he continues to do it. Like, in a more and more exaggerated way, staring you in the eyes.
I catch a glance and scratch my nose back and turn away.
He looks confused at that. At the same time, Von Ostbrunn is looking, trying to follow your gaze. What on earth is going on? Look, it's my cousin Jürgen. As he trots out.
Sorry, I just thought I saw the most ghastly looking commoner. Awful looking thing.
So aren't they all?
Yes, but this one's particularly repugnant. I lost him for a second. He's a portable freak show for the stands while waiting for the competitors to line up.
Yeah, okay. Exit Jürgen von Ostbrunn, who he said that he was very hopeful would win. The guy that comes out is really scrawny, a little more than a midget. And is just decimated by the Once Upon a Time runner. Like, thrown through the air, and they have to pause the joust as a couple of physicians rush on, wearing, like, waxy oilcloth.
Ugh.
Oh dear. Well, I suppose there'll be a recess called now. I must away, I still have business to attend to. Feel free to make use of my box. I'll be back in, I suppose, an hour and a half. And he scoots away.
It's been a pleasure, Lord Gale.
Just Georg. I'm no lord. Not until my father dies, at least.
I give him a wave and continue watching the joust in the box.
Yeah, a sheet is thrown over Jürgen von Osbren,
Ugh.
and the guy that had the flag stands up on the palisade between the lists. So, meine Damen und Herren, a brief recess. Please give offerings and thanks at the temples of Moor and Shalia. And the commoners grumble and start to move off. The nobles also begin to move off, looking as dignified as they can.
I emulate the nobles.
Okay, most of them are milling about outside, again discussing the finer points of jousting. In the commoners' box, which is now rapidly being vacated, it's almost a crush as people are like, right, well, it's like a sporting event now at half-time or full-time. Everyone runs off to go and get a beer. What is going on in the commoners' box? As everyone else is, all the peasants are running away.
Well, there's no point staying here.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be any exception.
Right, where are you going?
Beer tent?
Yeah,
Beer
probably beer tent. That sounds good.
Pub?
I don't know, pub. Okay, yeah, so I just rolled a 0-6 for the random encounters. So, yeah, you go into the nearest beer tent.
Oh boy.
And Uncle Yosef is sitting there at a corner table, and beside him are a tremendous number of wicker cages stacked one on top of the other with that are crammed with ducks and geese. And there's also a couple of cockerels as well. So the quacking and honking and crowing is unbelievable.
Hell yeah.
With 4 or 5 empty beer mugs in front of him, and is starting very rapidly on his 6th. He looks exhausted. You going to sit with him, or are you going to sit across the... He sees you and waves to you.
I feel like I probably would go over, personally.
You adore your uncle.
Yeah, and my tummy hurts.
Oh. Your tum-tum and your poor back.
My tum-tum hurts. Uncle. Please
Right,
kiss it
sure.
better. No.
Oh, what's the matter? Not enjoying the festival, are you? You didn't eat one of them pies, did you?
No, it wasn't the pies. I think I've done a bad thing.
I suppose you want Uncle Joseph to sort it out, don't you? Oh, what have you done this time, you little rascal?
I don't think it's going to have any consequences. It just hurts a lot. And I'll like pull up my shirt and show him my sad tummy.
Bloody hell, how'd you do that? Hell's teeth, look at the state of it.
Fell off a horse and also got lanced.
What?
It happened really quickly. I was just I was just sort of hanging out with Seraphina, and this guy pulls me into the tent and offers me money and pretty girls, and so I said yes, and then I had to joust.
You had to joust?
Well, I didn't have
you don't
to.
even have to ride a horse.
No.
Be on the moon for peasants like us, you know. I mean, I could see you doing sort of boat jousting. That would be all right, wouldn't it?
Oh,
Maybe I should start that.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Put that on the to-do list for when we get back on the water.
Nornghal, I wanted a word with you. Oh, Seraphina's here too, seeing you over the table. You all right, love?
Right.
Nornghal, I was talking. You remember Ilma, right? Well, she's here as well, right? And I asked her to ask around the docks. Because, with your friend and that, I feel a bit bad. But that wasn't the last of him when he was in that doorway. Ilma says she heard someone say they seen him walking into the town. And he was that drunk he could barely stand up, so someone was leading him along. And the guy was a young man. They didn't get no details, but apparently he's wearing some sort of like white tunic thing. And there was a red cross or flower or something like that on it. Hope it helps.
I appreciate your help, Joseph.
Yeah.
And
Okay. All right, come on. Let's get a beer, yeah.
yes.
Okay, he raises 4 fingers into the air. And 4 beers are duly bought within less than a minute.
Joseph, where did you get those fingers?
4 of his own fingers.
Stop.
Down the thumb. As he raises the first 2 fingers on each hand directly into Nornghal's face, if you're going to be like that.
Sticks 2 of them up his nose.
The other 2 in his eyes.
No.
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you.
Yeah, you're all drinking. You got anything to discuss at this table? Namely, the fact that Stur was just seen jousting. You're in a place where you can discuss it now, where it was very loud at the in the commoner's box.
I still don't understand how you ended up on the back of a horse. Least of all, that horse.
Well, it's quite simple, really. They help you up because you have the big heavy armor on, and they help you, and you get on the horse.
Nornghal stares blankly.
Why did you get on the drugged horse, though? Didn't you get it?
I didn't realise which horse it was. I didn't know. It sounded really good. It sounded like a good idea. Oh.
Well, I hope it was at least worth your while.
We got a crown, which I'm not gonna put my nose up at, but I was promised a lot more if I did it.
Yeah, okay, back over to Ebenezer. What are you doing? Just hanging out with the nobles. You are very badly dressed for someone that's passing as a noble. They're all dressed fabulously.
I thought it had some quite good clothes.
They're quite good. They're not extravagant. You're in.
They're not Yeezys, love.
I imagine I'm trying to hobnob, but also give off the air that I know something they don't about why I'm dressed this way. Like, there's a reason. I can't get into it.
Okay, are you going to pursue any particular angle of conversation, or are you just trying to make a good impression here?
Oh, I know the reason. It's because I'm an adventuring nobleman. Before I settle down, I'm out to see all of the Empire, right its wrongs, and that sort of. Just trying to gather gossip and information, as well as spread the legend of Ebenezer Libra.
Okay.
And where could my brother be?
My criminal brother.
I don't know much about his dealings.
Ow.
Okay, yeah. As you're doing this, you do become aware that the guy with the purple armband is watching you do this. Make a charm at the same time while you're doing this schmooze.
Pass 1 degree of success.
Okay, so nobles across the Empire know your name now, and will recognise you if they see you again. Having said that, this guy is there scratching his nose and trying to catch your eye every time you turn around. He's not making any aggressive moves, but neither is he going away.
How close is... Basically, where is he stood in relation to the party? Or at least the hobnob?
So the hobnobbing is happening outside. The nobles are sort of standing around in small groups, chatting about people that they know and how the joust is going. And you're going from group to group, I imagine, doing roughly the same thing. He's standing at a respectful distance, as most people are, but he's not going anywhere, which is difficult because the crowd all over the Schaffenfest today is enormous because it's Geldgrubertag, and all the livestock sales are tax-free, so the streets are swarming. So every time there's a gap in the crowd, you see him standing like by a beer tent.
I think I excuse myself politely from the nobles and make my way around a corner, and on the way I tilt my head to gesture for him to follow me.
Okay.
Just try and get out of eye line and earshot of everyone.
Okay, so you're going to try and catch his eye, and then you tilt your head for him to follow you. He stands where he is and scratches his nose, and you go around the corner.
Does he follow?
How long are you going to wait?
I wait a couple of minutes.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's nowhere to be seen.
What is this signal that he wants from me? It's not a nose scratch. It's not just cool, let's hang. What is this?
I don't like this little man.
The eagle has landed.
Yeah, and I did say that the three of you are in. The other three are in the nearest beer tent. So, Nornghal, you happen to be sat in the chair with Yosef, that's facing the flap of the beer tent, and you see Ebenezer walk around the side of the tent and sort of hide round the corner, occasionally shooting glances around it.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Being suspicious.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tap Seraphina and Stur and just be like,
Was that? Did you?
You can still see him. He's quite clearly standing there. He just can't see you because you're in the dark in the beer tent.
just pointing round at him like.
Yeah, you can all see him now. And
Bloody hell's he up to now?
So he looks very, very furtive, hiding around this tent corner.
Don't know, but it doesn't look good, does it?
Ebenezer!
No, he's not going for a poo.
Ebenezer!
Hiding around the corner of a tent, just sort of glancing around the edge.
Waiting for somebody to come over. Oh, now is the perfect time.
Did Nornghal just shout over?
Yeah.
Yeah. I imagine just immediately the shit. They've caught on. Looking around for people.
Yeah, you can't see them in the beer tank because it's bright outside and it's dark in there. But you can quite clearly hear the voice of Nornghal. It's obviously a dwarf that's shouting your name.
Do I know whereabouts he's shouting from?
Waving my arm at him as well as if he can see.
Yeah, you can hear it. You can hear that it's coming from a beer tent.
Sigh, and I walk over, making sure none of the nobles see me.
It would be difficult unless they were actively looking for you because there's a huge crowd, so you just lose them in a crash.
Excellent. Yep.
Yep, you walk in.
Here he is. What are you sneaking around for?
Well, funny story. We'll get into that in a second. First things first. Seraphina, store. Good job. How much do you make? I knew you had it in your store. Make an honest woman of you yet.
I just scowl.
Oh, speaking of, I'll be taking, my cut and what I'm owed.
You didn't do nothing. Fuck off.
Can't say fairer than that, but I will take my cut on the crusher thing.
You will you? Are you telling me you're asking me, Ebenezer?
Little column A, little column B.
Okay, in that case, I reach into my purse and I pull out 2 more shillings and hand them to you.
I again don't take them. Just flat out ignore them.
I put them on the table and I put my purse away.
Okay, it's inadvisable to lay 2 shillings on the table because 12 pints of beer will be delivered to you.
Okay, I will. In that case, I just sort of hover my hand for a moment as if to lay them on the table to
No.
give him no.
Don't go for it.
12 points it is then, but that still
Yosef will
counts.
have them.
I guess I look over at Seraphina and I was like, so, did you
So you're going to do
deliberately
that then?
drug
So
the wrong...
12 points that are dumped onto the table.
If he's not going to take the money, I'm.
I'm just going to do an athletics for the bartender now. Yeah, 18. Yeah. Now 12 pints of beer plonked on the table and the 2 shillings are swept away.
Well, Seraphina, did you intentionally drug the wrong horse for like a smaller pot, or was it a mistake?
I always knew you was related to me, Stir.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Well, the Von Osprung lad went arse over tit straight to Moore's round, straight to Moore's garden. I
It had
mean,
nothing to do with that. You know.
you said you were gonna, give the Once Upon a Time horse. I thought you were going for that race. The one that benefits us socially.
Well, I drugged the horse that was going out first. And he got a bit dodged, and then, well, I don't know. But
Well, fair enough. Money's money, and you're not in the stocks, so we'll call it. That's good. We'll call it good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good news is Von Osprung seems to be quite fond of me now, and the other nobles seem to be taking notice. We're
All
moving.
right. That's good. Well,
Yeah.
you were up there on your own. Where would you go?
You could
Oh.
see him clearly.
Yeah.
No, I know, but like he left, didn't he?
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, Von
Yeah.
Osprung. Well, considering his cousin went arse over tit straight to Moore's garden, I imagine he's arranging funerals. That's why everyone's in the beer tent.
I mean, everyone's business, aren't I? I should be in the funeral business.
Yeah. I mean, it was only for the upper class, otherwise, just drop in a ditch, don't you?
Oh, lovely food at the wakes if you did that.
Yeah, in any case, could you guys do me a favour?
Hmm.
You remember those shifty gits that were, tailing us for the longest time, related to the caster problem?
They walked back in the other place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems there's still a bat. One of them's followed me and scratched his nose at me. I describe him, including the mauve armband.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be looking at me.
You can all make an intelligence test at this point.
Including myself?
Yep, everyone. Not Yosef though, because he hasn't had all the
Nope.
experiences.
I have passed.
I have failed.
Just a flat,
Yeah.
no plus negative.
Okay, those of you that passed, you realise that every single person that's been following you, making these weird hand gestures and stuff like that, has been wearing some purple item of clothing.
Ooh.
Am I wearing a purple
Yes, you are.
jerkin?
Yeah, you've got still wearing the purple jerkin.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right, well, if you can, could you try and grab it? Like, we need to get answers from these people. Every time we get close, they just leg it. And they're obviously after us for something. So if we can find out what, maybe we can avoid the worst.
They're all wearing purple.
Well,
Bit
go,
funny, isn't it?
go grab someone who's wearing purple.
I'm wearing purple.
I mean, you don't have to grab yourself, Seraphina. I know where you are.
Well, I know. I have to have a look for him. I'll find. I'll chat their ears off.
Excellent, good. Anyway, I've got to get back to rubbing shoulders. Hopefully some of the gold rubs off.
Okay. So you're going to head back to the nobles and continue to schmooze.
Mm-hmm. I grab one of the 12 beers as I leave.
Yeah.
You might as well get something out of it.
I raise one to Ebenezer and say,
Thanks for the round.
Yeah, that was very kind of you, Eb.
I'll be getting my gold eventually. I'll get my gold eventually, store, one way or another.
Yeah, Yosef's already finished one and is starting on his second. What the fuck was that all about?
I don't know. He said something about rubbing shoulders.
Picking noses, rubbing shoulders. God knows what sort of action they're going to be doing to what part of people's anatomy next. Alright, to be honest with you, I'm really tired. I'm going to go back to the barge, take a couple of these, and then just go to bed. I know it's about midday or just gone, but I've been up for over an entire day at this point. So anything else I can do to help you, just give me a shout. Otherwise, see you later.
Nah, you've earned it.
He finishes the beer that he was drinking, takes another one, and walks off.
What about with animals?
Sorry?
Didn't he not have any animals?
Like chickens and
He's
Oh,
just left all of his
livestock.
traits.
yeah.
Animals.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the animals. Yeah, I would say he's probably got them stacked up in a cart that he's rented rather than just on the floor.
Okay.
So he'll take that with him. Yeah.
Oh.
And then just honking and quacking as he does, especially as they get into the sunlight again.
Good.
It's like a foghorn going off. He drags them through, and they're
I love it.
shut up, got a headache. They honk. What are you doing?
I need to find people wearing purple for some reason.
Okay.
I'm having some beers.
Yeah.
Yes, as well.
Oh, so you're all just going to sit in the beer tent and have a few drinks, and Ebenezer is going to do the same thing with nobles in a more refined fashion.
There's like at least 8 pints here or whatever.
Yeah, there is exactly 8 pints to go between the three of you. Back to Ebenezer. You're just Ebenezer is just schmoozing. You can count your status as being gold now, so you're not at any penalties that I've been assessing to deal with these nobles. They now believe you to also be a noble. Are you trying to do anything in particular?
Again, just trying to plumb information and
Okay, what sort of
try and
information?
ingratiate myself and supplant myself as like an adventuring noble.
Okay, what sort of information are you trying to acquire?
I think I'm going to try and ask a little bit more about our man Johannes Teugen.
Okay, make a gossip. Again, no penalties. However, you don't have etiquette nobles, so...
Yes, I do.
You have etiquette nobles?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so you don't look out of place at all.
Yeah, I was thinking I bought it when I joined the charlatan career.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, you are now. They firmly believe that you're a noble.
Yeah, I passed on my gossip roll as well. Everything's coming up Ebenezer.
Let's find out about Johannes Teugen. He was at the University of Nuln until about 6 years ago. Returned to the town upon the death of his brother Carl, who was previously the head of the business. Under his guidance, the town's economy has absolutely exploded. How well did you pass on the gossip roll?
Let's see, I got a 26 out of 30. Yeah, out of 40. So 2 degrees of success? No, 1 degree of success.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's good enough. And one of them said, and you know, at the first Schaffenfest after he was, he came back, I believe, during the Schaffenfest actually 7 years ago. So it would have been just over 6, but not quite 7. And he brought back a fellow student, I believe. I can't remember the chap's name. You know, handsome fellow, young, dark hair. I come to this every year. I thought that he'd been retained as a sort of advisor or dignitary servant, but I haven't seen him before or since. I remember his return very clearly. A great deal of pomp and circumstance. He came up and made a speech at the opening ceremony, letting everyone know that he was going to rejuvenate Bergenhafen, and that's why it stuck in my mind with this chap in the background with him. But and that's exactly what he did. But the other fellow I've never seen before or since. It's very odd.
That is strange.
Having said that, I haven't seen Johannes Teugen for at least a year. I have to keep early hours, impaired digestion, don't you know? But he has apparently taken to only coming out at night. It takes all sorts to make a world, as they say. But,
Indeed.
Very strange as a prosperous merchant.
I imagine as the man who's revitalised Bergenhafen, he can do what he likes in some cases.
Oh, indeed. I will give him a little leeway. My peasants farm sheep some little way to the west, so a resurgence in Bergenhafen's fortunes is a resurgence in my fortunes. He brushes down his silk brocade waistcoat. Back to the other three for the moment. What are you discussing in the beer tent?
Well, what do you think we should do next? I'm trying to think. We need to go and find these people wearing purple and figure out what that's all about. Also, I think I got to go down to the docks again and have a look in that warehouse. It's warehouse 4, but yeah, I'm still adamant on trying to find that body of that mutant thing, 3-legged friend. It's got to be there, and if it's not there, something funny's going on. If we can get that body, then we can make some money.
That is a good point.
I don't know if you want to come with me, but that's what I'm going to go do.
I mean, wouldn't that be a bit dangerous on your own?
I got a crossbow and a few beers down me. Gotta take on the world.
Oh, you're right.
You're right. Could go wrong.
I mean, I've certainly had enough of the festival for today. So I'm good to do whatever you guys want to do, baby.
Nornghal, what you up to? Want to come with us? Have a look.
Well, Joseph did mention something about Guthrie and his untimely demise. But well, this does seem more urgent.
Well, we could have a look out for that as well. I mean, where do you think we should be looking? What did he say?
That he saw Guthrie going into. No, he didn't see. He's heard word that Guthrie was last seen going into town in the company of a young man who was wearing a tunic that had a red rose or cross or something like that on it.
And I relay this to the party.
Well, this was said by Joseph in front of everyone else.
Well, I don't know how much anybody was really listening, though.
Well, while we're looking for one of your people in purple, perhaps we can keep an eye out for one of my people in white robes.
It wasn't a robe. It was
Sorry, tunic.
In just mauve for purple.
Might be an idea if we go in the inn on our way down to the docks and just ask around in the town just to see if any of the regulars noticed anything. Don't know. They might have also seen these purple people. Maybe they have a club in the inn or something where they all get together and do fun stuff. I don't know. No idea.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
Sounds more like they do shady stuff. I don't know if asking around for these mysterious men is going to be very safe either.
Do you think they're anything to do with the dodgy man at the inn? You know what I mean?
Oh gosh.
Or are they? Because maybe they're like enemies. I don't know.
Sure hope not.
We do seem to be making more foes than friends on our little jaunt. I'm not sure how many of them are, well, allied with each other. I don't know.
Yeah.
We do seem to have many targets on our backs.
You've been shot at in your back, so you probably got a target on yours.
I would still like to do something about this.
And I point to the bit of a crossbow bolt that is still lodged in my arm.
Haha. You're fine.
It's not. It didn't. It did go. It went through your arm. It's not.
I thought there was a bit stuck in there.
Yeah, no, it went through your arm, but it didn't score critically. It was an impale, so it's not like firmly lodged. It could easily have been pulled out. You're not just walking around with a crossbow bolt through your arm.
Well, I mean,
Looks like you've still got a serious wound. Having said that, though, you did get a good night's sleep last night, and I forgot to have you roll for healing.
okay.
Make an average endurance.
Let's do some of that. What's my endurance? Pretty good. My endurance is 54. 78.
Oops.
Yeah, so you don't heal back any wounds. For the 5th day, I believe, on the trot.
No.
Yeah.
Speaking of trots,
You got there before I could. Fucker.
Yeah.
You're going to do that now, then.
Well, I mean,
No, it's like you can choose to at any time. You still got serious diarrhea.
yeah.
the constant dribble down his leg.
Oh god.
I'm just saving up the times that I can order you to go, though.
Yeah, true.
Mega short.
Yeah, I think before we go anywhere, Nornghal's gonna excuse himself.
Right. Okay, so leaving Seraphina and Stir alone in the beer tent
for at least a few minutes.
Yeah. Have you got anything to say to each other, or is the plan pretty much decided upon?
Well, it's just what we do first, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's more obvious? What's easier, rather? I like to do simple things. Or maybe save the dangerous stuff until Ebenezer's with us as well. We go to suspicious places.
Yeah, true, but then he's going to want to cut the money, isn't he? He's greedy like that.
Yeah, but then he also gets a cut of the danger. Make him actually work for it for a change. And I fold my arms.
Yeah, that's is probably cuts a bit close to home for you, Seraphina, because you do come from these extended family groups where everyone contributes in it.
Yeah.
So if Ebenezer does take a cut of the danger, you don't see any reason why you shouldn't get an equal share of the money.
And do you think I would be like wanting him to actually come with us.
Well, that's up to you.
Yeah.
But if he was to contribute, that you wouldn't have the right in your mind to deny him any
Okay.
place.
Okay.
But if you leave him behind, then he's got. You don't owe him a damn thing.
Okay. Well, let's go.
Right.
As Nornghal comes back to the privy and finds the beer tent empty, and you two
Yes.
run.
We'll wait
I'm
for the
waddling
people.
over.
No.
Okay, so you're going to wait for Nornghal to come
Yeah.
back and then move on.
Leisurely finish a beer
Thanks.
and then set off once he's back.
Okay, so you've been drinking this over. I'd say you've been in this beer tent for at least an hour, maybe two.
Woo!
So I'm not going to require any consume alcohol tests because you only had a couple each. Ebenezer, what are you doing?
What was this about the Nagirius family?
The Megarius family. Are you just trying to collect up common knowledge?
Yep.
Okay.
Basically trying to find people to rub up against or do other things with.
Okay, the four major families in the town are the Teugans, the Hagans, who are wastelanders, the Steinhagers, and the Rugbroders.
Steigens? Hagen and Steiger?
Steinhager, sorry. And the Rugbroders. They've been the top merchant families in the town since time immemorial. Apart from the Hagans, who started about 200 years ago, they're wastelanders. The Megarius family, so to speak, is not really a family. It's just one merchant called Friedrich Megarius, who has worked his way up to become the number 5, essentially. Fifth most powerful merchant in the town. Well, merchant house, even though it's only one of him.
I assume just through hard work and grit.
Well, he's got a lot of money as well.
Yeah. Well, of course, that was a given.
Yeah. But Megarius is now threatening the smaller families, which are the Rugbroders and the Hagans, for their place, even though he's now well into his 60s.
I guess one of the questions on my mind is who's he going to leave his estate to if the worst should happen?
It's not that he's got no relatives. It's that with a name like Megarius, he is that is a long established family, going back to at least classical times. But in this town, he's the only one representing it.
And he's leaning on the smaller families.
He is he's smaller than any of them, but he is getting to the point where he could challenge them for their place on the city council. He's already got a place on the city council, but all the other ones have 2 or 3 votes. He's only got 1, but he's going to be soon so powerful if he carries on at the rate that he's going, that he's going to challenge the others. Having said that, Johannes Teugen is the boss of the town.
An idea. Plan is brewing. Yeah, Ebenezer is probably thinking up a wicked plan. But still carrying on with polite conversation.
The gears are sort of whirring in the back of his mind. Okay, so you're collecting information about the Megarius family? Or House Megarius, which is represented entirely by Friedrich Megarius here.
Yeah, that's what Ebenezer is doing. It's not much, but it's something.
Okay, down to the other 3.
Hello.
Howdy.
You leave. Are you heading straight to the docks, or?
I think we should probably investigate other places first on our way to the dock, because that seems like that's going to be maybe the most dangerous place to go.
Yeah.
On the way,
we
realise that for anyone that's wearing purple.
Yeah.
I mean, we've pretty much just kind of been bouncing between like the docks and Schaffenfest and the sewer.
Yeah, well, the town is pretty well abandoned.
Mhm.
There are businesses there, but they're all running as skeleton staff because everyone's out at the Schaffenfest because that's where the money is.
Mm.
So make a perception as you're progressing through the streets then.
Here we go, lads.
Oh
no.
96.
I got 95.
Wow.
Oh.
We got
I
beer
got
in our eyes.
43.
Is that all failures?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beer goggles.
You don't see anyone.
But we see
wearing
many
that.
attractive women.
Where are you going then?
I don't know. Could we like continue looking in different areas, or
What are you looking for? Oh, well, you're just going to walk around
Just-
looking for people dressed in purple.
for the minute, yeah.
Everyone else
Until
immune
something
to that?
exciting happens.
And for people in white tunics with a red cross or maybe a flower on it.
Right. With that one, I would like you all to make another perception roll because you've walked in through the east gate of the town.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes,
17! Yeah, that's out of 34. 17 out of 34.
Well, I'm glad you two saw something because Nornghal didn't.
Okay, those of you that passed, as you're walking past the Ring, the big parkland with the big mansions around it, you happen to glance in, and now that it's a daytime, you can see that every big merchant house has got its its sort of coat, not quite a coat of arms, but its insignia over the door. So for Hagen, they've got a griffin's head with 3 coins underneath. For Steinhager, they've got a barrel emblazoned with an S. For Rugbroder, they've got a mailed fist clutching a sheaf of wheat. And for Teugen, they have got a red rose stylized into a cross.
Of course they do. The vampires.
And they're the ones that took away little friend. Gotchery.
Yeah.
Hello, I am Johannes Teugen. I am not a vampire.
I promise.
What is a dwarf? A miserable pile of secrets.
Stop! I grab Nornghal, give him shake. Look, like that. Did it?
What?
The red cross flower. Look. I point your head at the. Wait, we're not there at the moment, are we?
You're passing by.
We're passing it. Yeah.
If you're also looking for that,
I point his head.
Notice it.
You're gonna place your hand on top of Nornghal's head and tilt it up.
Yes.
Great.
Look over there.
Just a question.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Would Yusuf not have ever seen that before? I mean, if this is like merchant flags, would he not recognise it? Just a question.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, didn't he
Yusuf.
hear it off of somebody else though? I don't know.
Yeah, he heard it third hand.
But okay, but if he's he's like a merchant himself, sort of, isn't he?
Yeah, but
trader.
He's a wine merchant. He's
Yeah.
dealing with the Rook Brothers, you know that.
He
Chances
wouldn't have
are-
ever seen that before.
It's possible that he might have done, but
Okay.
if he had done, he would have recognised that. If
Yeah,
Teugen's
okay.
dealing, but if he's got no reason to deal with him, why would he recognise their logo? Because they're only here. They're not. It's not a brand. It's an insignia of the family.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Just sort of ask.
So moving on. What are you doing?
That's them. They're the ones that took him.
Now, don't get too riled up now. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, we need to have a think about how we deal with this because they're like rich as hell, aren't they? They're going to be like difficult to. We got to knock on their door.
Yeah, it's a brain before fist moment. Currently, for now, you'll get your chance to do a punching and hitting later. You're like an angry dog.
Yeah, a little bit.
Brr.
Harumph.
And we still need to keep a lookout for these other men that have been following us and Eb anyway.
That is true.
As you're looking through this, through the fence into the into the Ardle Ring, they are allowing now commoners to walk in because it's before dark, and they're walking around just enjoying the parklands of it. But you do also see a huge number of nobles in there, and a lot of them are wearing purple for mainly the reason that it's expensive.
They can't all be bad. We want like commoners in purple, don't we? Not fancy in purple.
Yeah, we're looking for people who
can't
are wearing a little bit of purple on an otherwise pretty shit outfit.
Like Seraphina.
Like Seraphina.
Yeah, like me.
They're not wearing exclusively purple.
Scraps of purple around their arms and
God
like
damn it.
embellishment.
We've wandered into the
Purple.
people wearing purple convention.
Purple scarf, some stuff like that. I think you've come across. One guy sits off and sort of stares vacantly on. He's sitting on the fountain, stares vacantly in your direction and picks his nose, and he's wearing a purple hat.
I don't think that's the right signal, George.
Make the signal.
Nose. I'll just brush my purple jerkin and shove my finger up her nose.
Oh man.
He looks a little bit bemused, then he looks confused, then he looks amused, and he just backs off.
I don't think he's one of them.
No, I don't think so either. Probably need to go somewhere else then, I think. Unless we want to just walk around and like do the signal at everyone until somebody does something to us.
I don't think they'll like it if we go around picking our noses at nobles.
You guys do remember what the actual signal is, right?
It's not
Out of character, yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's not. Well, he said the last place that I suppose he spoke a little bit at when he was speaking to you. He said that he saw one at the joust most recently. Question mark.
You're referring to Ebenezer, yeah. That's
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's really hard to
that's
talk
what he
today.
did say, yeah.
And then where did we see them before that? We saw
Last
them.
time we saw them was at in Altdorf, actually.
Yeah,
That's the one that got dead that I've got.
the one that got dead. Yeah, 'cause we've seen
One who got deaded.
Yeah.
a couple. I'm trying to think of I'm trying to use my brain and think of certain events or types of events that they always seem to be at. Brain hard. It's just busy. Not even busy. They got this in the alleyway and the only common factor is Ebenezer, I think. So maybe we should be there with him.
Yeah, we could be following the wrong people.
Yeah, and in the town we were in before, we were looking for someone that kept changing their name. Were they one of them? I don't know.
Ebenezer.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Aswell.
It was another Ebenezer, was it? That they kept changing their name to in all of the different inns, and they were staying in like 3 different places. I'm just trying to remember here.
When we like stopped off with the barge before we got attacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
His name, Adolphus Kufsos.
That's right. Was he involved with the purple people things?
George was the Dolphus.
Let's see.
Purple people.
He was hired by a noble named Quintus, who was a master of trapping.
So when you found him, he wasn't wearing purple. However, you have reasonable grounds to believe that he's the person that killed the ones that were following you.
Okay. So it is linked.
Yeah. And he was hired by a secret society supplier, a master of trappings named Quintus.
No, not quite. The letter that you found on him saying that he was hired, he was dealing with somebody who signed himself QF. The name Q probably stands for Quintus or something similar to that. So from that, you realise this person is probably nobility or at the very least rich merchant.
Mm-hmm.
He and this QF person had been having a discussion about somebody called the Magister Impedimenti, the Master of Trappings. QF sent him the letter saying that the person who is going by the title of the Magister Impedimenti uses the name Casta Librum and is going to be on the Middenheim Road at this time, which is about the same time as you and him bumped into each other. People wearing purple was not discussed.
Okay.
They did say a secret society whose name I shall not mention here, and that's the Magister Impedimenti was a sort of officer in charge of this. And Seraphina reads classical and knows that Magister Impedimenti means master of trappings, so manager of supplies, basically.
Logistics lad.
Yeah. Essentially, yeah. Does that make sense? Everyone happy with that?
Yeah, just trying to sort of remember it all.
What a tangled web we weave.
No, it's only going to get worse, baby.
Yep, I love it.
Yeah, it does seem like we should maybe follow from a distance. Ebenezer, maybe. Just monitor him.
Ebenezer from a distance. You're going to start doing that now, or
if people agree to it?
Well, you haven't been down to the docks yet, which was something that you wanted to do.
Yeah, but that sounds scary.
It's a daytime, isn't it?
Yeah, but I guess.
Yeah, it's like.
What's the worst that could happen?
It's about two bells.
Okay, fine. If it's not scary, then we can go.
Yeah, it's just gone the spring equinox, so you're going to have a lot of sunlight.
All right.
So heading down to the docks. On the way there, can everyone make a perception?
Pass.
Yay! Passed for a change.
Yeah, everyone pass?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. There are some people chatting as you pass by them. And goodness, I haven't heard anyone talking like that. That's horrible, that is. I wouldn't be coming to this fest again. A fucking madman in the square. He looks like one of those poor saps from Wittgendorf. Ranting and raving. Yeah, I know, Johan. You've told me 6 times before. I know, but he's just shouting death and doom. They should make a law against it. They really need to make a law against it, because it's just ruined the entire Schaffenfest for me, is what it's done. But yes, Johan, I know. As this couple move along, with the man ranting about this madman in the square and the woman just indulging him.
Yes, dear.
Yeah. Basically like that. You get down to the docks, and you do see Hilma there again.
who is straddling another dock worker and just kicking the shit out of him, looking like she's having the time of her life.
Great.
Oh, I'm glad everyone's
looks up
enjoying
to
themselves.
Nornghal as you approach, gives you a thumbs up, and it's sort of, and then like with a final punch, gets up and like walks over to you.
Nornghal blushes slightly.
I've been noticed.
All right.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. All right. So Yosef asked me to ask round. You okay? I think it was. Yeah, it must have been. It was Anton, right? I come down here. Oh, hey, you little one. Look, I mean the tiny little one. What do you call yourselves?
What are you all about?
Yeah, you. Yeah, right. Over here. Because you're a lot like this stuff, don't you?
Right, all right.
All right, listen. I got 2 bushels of pipeweed, right? It might not be entirely above board, right? I'll give it to you for $1 a bushel, but you never see me, you never heard of me.
That's a deal.
No hesitation. Dodgy weed? Yeah, go on.
Yeah,
All right,
absolutely.
all right. You go down the Ison barn. There's a barrel turned over in an alley there, right? You'll know that it's upside down. Pipeweed's in there. Shillings up front, please.
Okay, and I hand over shillings.
Okay, and then she gives you a huge grin, turns back to Nornghal. Yeah, Yosef. Yeah, good lad, Yosef, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, so it was Anton, right? He works in warehouse number 4, tells me that he sees this little guy. Shut the fuck up, you. Delivers another punch to the dock worker on the floor.
Cool.
Tells me that he's seen your friend, the fucking dwarf tramp. He's been dragged off by some guy. I don't know how old he was. I think he said like 25, 27, something like that. Dark hair, white shirt, red rose on it, red cross. One of the two, right? Anyone want a beer?
But wait, did he see where they went? Where did they take him?
Well, into town apparently. I mean, you're better off talking to Anton.
Very well.
Where can we find...
Thanks again.
Yeah, she sort of touches 2 fingers to her forehead and tips them away in a minimized salute. And moves away. The crowd that was watching this is not helping the guy that is now bleeding seriously from his face on the floor at all.
Oh dear.
They're just like dispersing quietly.
And do you think we should help him, or have we got drugs to pick up? What is the priority?
I mean,
This was an aside. You don't know what she was talking to Seraphina about.
No, sorry.
I was going to say it's purely down to the party healer to decide.
No, it's pipeweed, so it will have the same effect on every other species as tobacco. For halflings, it gets them high.
Woo!
You've got 2 bushels now.
How far away is this?
Ison Barn is not far. You've been on the Ison Barn before. That's the road where the lawyer's office was just off of.
That's not far away, is it,
No.
from where we are?
No, it's not.
The lawyer's office. Very legitimate.
It's where all the bloodsuckers are.
Yeah.
Can I just go skipping off and go and get it, please?
What, and just like make an excuse and leave?
I got to go toilet a minute. Hang on.
Okay, at the mention of that, Nornghal, you now need the toilet as well.
Fuck's sake.
You've got toughness bonus in rounds to get there.
Right, okay.
What's your toughness bonus?
My toughness bonus is 4.
Right, so 40 seconds to reach a toilet.
Good luck, King.
We're by the docks, right?
Yeah.
King shit in the docks.
Yep, legging it
Just to the side and have a crap over the side.
Shit over the... Yep.
Nice.
Okay,
into the canal.
Disperses the crowd even more rapidly.
Out of the way!
The thunderous grumbling of dwarf and dwarfinance.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Seraphina at the same time is saying that she needs to go to the toilet. By the time Nornghal is... what is Stur doing at this moment, apart from standing there? There is a semi-conscious man beaten up on the floor. Everyone seems to have been having a nice time watching this fight.
Yeah. I'm probably going to check if he's okay, like sit him up against something if I can, or...
Yeah, he's all right. It was just a little like friendly brawl, you know?
Yeah. All right.
He checks his pouch to make sure he's not been robbed or anything.
Cool. Other than like covering my eyes, then I'm not sure what I would do while waiting for everyone else to get back to me.
Probably pinch your nose.
Yeah. Turn away and pull my shirt over my mouth.
Okay, so Seraphina very shortly comes back, looking very pleased with herself, with 2 like sort of bundles of tobacco in each hand, like huge ones, like the size of a shovelful. Nornghal finishes having a shit.
Splop. Splash.
Stop. No, don't need to add the sound effects.
Yeah, it's really wet and bad.
Yeah.
Fantastic, thank you.
Okay, and you proceed to warehouse number 4, which is where this Antoine person comes from.
Right.
Back to Ebenezer then. Back to Ebenezer. You return to the you're at the joust, and people start to filter away.
Like away from the joust.
Yeah.
So it's not resuming.
Here, second or third or fourth hand, that the joust has been postponed until 6 bells this evening, to allow for proper respect for Jürgen von Osbren, who sadly died.
Well, I guess I try and find the idiots.
Rude.
Right, okay, where are you going?
The Scooby Gang.
Where are you going?
They're looking for people in purple. Purple dye is fairly expensive. I imagine I look in the richer areas.
Okay, so that'll be the Adel Ring. And there are a tremendous number of people in there wearing purple, as I mentioned before.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just like wandering around looking for the band.
Okay, so you're just wandering around the town.
Yep. I assume I like wander to our inn, and if they're not there, wander to Joseph's barge.
Okay, when you come into the inn, there's... Oh, Ebenezer! My friend.
How's it going?
It's going... Actually, come over here, I'll tell you.
Righto, Johan. What can I do for you? I go over.
Are you just addressing him as Johan as like a... Hello?
God. Is it Johan, the innkeeper?
No, it's
Franz. Fuck, yeah. Names are hard, man.
Can anyone hear me? Because I can't
Yeah,
tell.
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
It's just I mixed up the
A
names.
moment of confusion.
Yeah, no, that's fine because like Johan is just an acceptable way to just address a stranger.
No, I don't address him as a stranger. Franz, good to see you again.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you could do me a little favour, right?
Mm-hmm.
As a friend. 'Cause
Right. What do you
usually
need?
Things aren't too good. What we got going on, right, is your little friend, the littler of your little friends,
Yeah.
has been organising a gambling racket in the town.
Hmm.
Do you know who organises the gambling racket in this town?
It wouldn't happen to be yourself, would it?
No. Unfortunately not, and that's where the problem lies. You see, because we've got the Low Haven, right? One branch of the Low Havens. I believe they're the Aishashat Low Havens, but don't quote me on it, because I don't even know nor care. But we got the Aishashat Low Havens, fucking halflings, over there in the Half Measure Inn, right? They say they run the gambling racket here. They were already upset with me for running a couple of Five Knives games, and now one of my customers is running a gambling racket. But to be honest with you, I'm not going to capitulate in this situation. I've had enough.
Nor should you. They don't control all the gambling.
I've had enough. But you are a man that can get things done, right? Because they saying they're going to send fucking Doug Bog over here to break my legs.
Hmm.
So, Ryan and Ryan are more than a match for Doug Bog, but I don't take kindly to being threatened, nor, as I presume, do you.
Absolutely not.
I don't want it traced back to me, right? So I want you to get someone over, some out of towner, over to the Half Measure Inn and fuck it up, right?
Oh,
Show them where they stand.
sounds good to me.
Which is about half as hard I do. Just a favour for a friend, the sort of friend that doesn't beat you to a pulp and dump you in a sewer with a bag of bricks down your neck.
What sort of friends would do that? Well,
if you can sort something out, it would be very, very much appreciated. There'll be a pint of ale for you when you come back, and maybe a glass of schnapps if you do really good.
What can I say? I'm looking for my particular short idiots and one particularly tall idiot. See if I can get them on board with it.
Yeah, well, when you find them, if there's anything you could do,
it'll be done. Don't worry. Oh, I did have one question before I leave, though.
Yeah.
We haven't seen any people. Well, a new syndicate on the scene. Each one of them wears a single piece of purple summit.
I've seen people like that, yeah, but mainly that's people that want to look rich but ain't.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them about. It seems they want.
People...
It seems they want to know me, but they don't know me.
Yeah, and then you got people like us that are rich and don't want to look it. Smarter that way, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I don't know. I think a whole lot of them are idiots. But I'll keep my eyes peeled, and even better, I'll keep Ryan and Ryan's eyes peeled.
Righto. No, yeah. And that in those halflings run. What was it called again?
The Half Measure.
The Half Measure. Rightio. Well, let's have a pop over it and see what the competition's up to, shall we?
Yeah.
See if we can make a racket.
Don't make too much noise.
Oh, no. Got to be back before bedtime.
Not in this inn, you don't.
Absolutely.
All right, I'll see you in a bit.
See you in a bit. And I leave.
Cross fingers.
I give it the reply. Walk several streets down, turn into an alley, take off my hat and scream quietly into it.
Good.
It's always something. It's always something.
Okay. Since we were with the other three, I will follow Ebenezer for a bit. You don't know where they are.
Yeah. If only I could phone them. But no. I guess I wander around keeping an eye out for them. Well, actually, the first next check is the dock, because that's where Uncle Joseph is. If they're not at the inn, they might be seeing him. They always hang around him.
Yeah, okay. Down at the dock. Yeah, I'll say you get there in time. You see them walking up the dock to a warehouse. There is a guy staggering away that's obviously been very badly beaten.
I give a whistle to them.
Yeah, loud whistle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all of you hear this.
I'm not going to whistle because it translates fucking poorly down a microphone.
Yeah. And you see Ebenezer coming up behind you. His hat looking a bit crumpled.
You're right, Ebenezer.
No.
Wait, what are you up to? Why are you down here? I thought you were out the joust with them.
Joust is reconvening at 6 bells. Proper reverence for the past noble. But yeah, I had a conversation with our good innkeeper Franz. You remember Franz?
Mm-hmm.
Lovely man, gave us beer and schnapps. We didn't see him in the sewer that one time, because why would he be down there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's got a similar sort of nightmare in mind for us, because apparently someone I know, on the shorter stature, strange for myself, I know, has been running a gambling racket, and another group of hoods in the town don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
So the funny thing is now we've got to deal with them in a way that can't be traced back to, well, obviously not Franz, because he's not responsible for it, and not to us, because we won't be involved in it either.
What do you want us to do? Like, beat him up, or... I don't know.
Well, they've got a nice establishment. I was thinking, hopefully it's got good insurance.
Are you thinking set it on fire?
No, why would we ever set a place on fire? But it is Schaffenfest, and people do get careless with their pipeweed.
Interesting.
Yeah, Ebenezer, you do observe that Seraphina is carrying 2 large bushels of pipe weave that's been tied together with jute.
Oh, and another thing. Well, I have a plan to make us a lot of money.
I've heard that one before, but go on then.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
So, well, I think this one will tickle you in particular, Seraphina. And it's probably going to tickle Nornghal as well. Because you know Johannes Teugen?
Well, yeah.
Non-educated, only comes out at night.
You don't know. Nornghal doesn't know who that is.
Non-educated.
Nornghal doesn't want to be tickled.
Came back to Bergenhafen, saved its economy for a family that barely pays it any attention, who the Von Osprins don't particularly like. Yeah, well, he only comes out at night, and that's strange. That's almost Emperor Damned. It's like some sort of legends I've heard around them. Creatures just outside the Midlands, Seraphina.
Isn't that what I was talking to you about in the inn?
Exactly. I'm thinking if we can arrange on the sly to deal with this man. Well, basically, he's thrown in with the Mergerius family. Well, their guy down there. 6-year-old man, he's throwing his weight around, wants to become part of the city council, but he's only a noble, he's not blood. So, what I'm thinking is, deal with good old Teugen. And then, well, after sending a nice note saying, hello, would you like Margerius dealt with? To stop him throwing weight around. We deal with the vampire. We convince Margerius to shuffle off or keep stum. And then we reap the benefit. But first things first, I'd like to be alive to execute any of this. Because accidents happen. And while Franz's inn's very nice, accidents can happen anywhere.
You're having this conversation outside warehouse number 4, and the door opens, and a man of maybe It's mid-20s, sort of stumbles out, very scrawny.
Okay.
All right, what do you want?
What do you mean?
Making enough noise here. I've got a rotten headache. Stop it.
Does this man have dark hair?
No, blonde.
Okay then.
He's just a warehouse guy.
This asshole didn't say that out loud.
He dry heaves.
Oh,
Look, man, you've probably come off the shop and vest. I've come here for a quickie. You want to do Sigmar's
No,
business?
I work here.
You'll get back to fucking work then. What are you doing out here?
I'm watching the warehouse. That's my job.
What, from the fucking outside? You got a good perspective on it? Get the fuck
Right,
inside
listen,
and watch your goods.
I clubbed a mutant goblin to death here the other night. So you don't know to tell me that I'm not doing my job.
Why you got mutant goblins in your warehouse?
Well, it's eight from the Schaffenfest, apparently.
Oh, yeah, sure. How did it get in your warehouse? Go and get back to the garden. What are you doing? You want two black marks against you?
They come in here, the watch and the courts are telling everyone that it's crushed by crates. No, me. Clubbed it to death with my club. He produces a club and waves it around.
What did he do with it?
Well, he smacked the goblin with it, didn't he?
not the club, the goblin.
Yeah.
The goblin, I handed it over to the watch. This is my club. He waves it again and then goes through the motion of beating the goblin into the
Very
ground.
nice club, thank you.
It's not really. It's a little more than a stick.
Got a few blood stains.
I'm not going to say that to him. He's got a club job.
No blood stains on it when you think that.
So that's a bit of a dead end then. If he's just given it to the watch, who is saying untruths.
Right, well, you get back to watching the warehouse. We'll get back to...
Everyone make an intuition.
Yeah, I was going to say, I want to roll something here because I don't know if I believe in this.
We've all played Call of Cthulhu, right? At any point, you can ask to roll an intuition to see if someone's
I
lying.
passed!
Intuition is the equivalent
I
of,
didn't.
20 out of 34.
No,
No,
fail.
no, he's lying. He didn't kill the goblin with his club. He's just trying to make himself look cool.
Call him out, store.
I'm just thinking how I do it. I'm too nice. I'm gonna just take a step closer. I saw that.
He takes a step away because you're big and intimidating.
I am big and intimidating. That was my plan.
Does he not want one big? Does he not want a big Amazon girlfriend? What's wrong with this man?
Also, you're also pretty battle scarred, which he's not.
Yeah.
There's someone that's just in a fight with a goblin. He's like surprisingly healthy looking, apart from the fact that he reeks of booze.
So I saw that goblin, and I'm not sure if that little stick would be enough. I don't think you're being very honest with us, are you? And I bend down.
Look, he's not like 4 foot tall.
No, but I mean, I like lean in then. Sorry.
Like looming.
Yeah, just close to the face.
No, I killed it. So I got it round the throat like this, and he goes through this like ridiculous, over the top routine. Then I hit it with my club. It still tried to bite me, so I threw it on the ground, got my knee across its ribs, and I just went whack, whack, whack like that. It was fucking brilliant. But you can tell that he's lying.
Yeah. But how do you? I just want to I suppose if he's not going to willingly be honest, I suppose I do have to actually scare him then. So yeah, not torture, no.
Start removing his fingernails.
No, God, no.
All right, make an intimidate then.
Yeah. Start getting scary and nasty. Oh.
Can I assist with this as like just a sinister voice?
I'll be the big tall.
Can I assist with this by just being very scary?
Yeah, you all can make an intimidate test. Who's got the highest strength?
Highest strength.
20.
I think it's might be.
I mean, if it's me, I think you need to rethink your character, Steve.
No, I think it is Stir, because you took a lot of advances, haven't you?
No, I can't advance strength. I've got toughness. My strength is 35.
Oh, yeah, no, it's me then. Yeah, I've got the highest strength, it's 44.
Okay, Seraphina didn't say that she's going to
drop my dice.
Because you're trying to intimidate him with physical strength, physical threats, which goes off strength. So whoever's got the highest strength is the one that's rolling it.
Alrighty.
And everyone else that is also threatening him can assist. So you can roll it, and if you succeed, he gains a success level.
So am I rolling just my strength, or am I rolling intimidate?
Strength.
Intimidate.
Oh, intimidate.
It's based on strength, so it's
beautiful.
Yeah.
No successes here.
None for me.
I passed 30 with a skill of 49.
So, Ebenezer and Stur, you both said no success levels. Does that mean you passed with no success levels?
Failed by 1 success level.
I failed by 4. I'm sorry.
Spend your fortune point right the fuck now.
Okay.
Levels did you get? Because I'm opposing this with his core.
Wait, how many? No, I'm gonna have. If mine are gonna detract from everyone else's, I will spend my fortune.
No, it won't detract. It's like if you're assisting, you either pass.
It just doesn't help.
All right, yeah. I failed. Then I'll leave it.
So I got 30. I rolled 30, and my skill is 49.
Oh, okay. So that's more than he got then. And it's cool to resist this.
Phew.
All right. I didn't club it to death. It was crushed by some crates. Everyone can make an intuition.
Yeah.
And I did pass that one.
I very much didn't.
I've passed that one as well.
I rolled 100, so I believe him entirely.
Nornghal.
Okay, anyone get more than one success level?
No.
Just the one.
He's given up. Yeah, he was crushed by some crates as far as he's concerned. He's just telling the story about him clubbing it to death to make himself sound cool.
But that's what
I think he's telling the truth for some reason.
Today, isn't it? Did you actually see anything?
Okay, make a charm here.
Am I charming? I'm not very charming. Wait,
I would like to assist this because I am charming.
Charm animal.
Yeah, okay. Well, who's got the highest charm? Because I presume it's going to be either Seraphina or Ebenezer.
38.
46.
Yeah,
okay, so it's Seraphina that's going to be rolling on this, and
we're
the other two
assisting.
Succeed, get a success level.
I need to spend some of my fucking things.
For real.
Yeah, okay.
3 degrees of success.
No, I
right. Narrowly failed, but
okay, doesn't matter because Seraphina's got 4 success levels and Ebenezer's passed over a couple.
Nice.
Like, there's never any goblin in this warehouse, all right. Watch have been putting it about that it was crushed by some crates. I've just been telling people that I beat it up so I could get some beer money.
Well, here's what some honesty will get you, and I give him a silver shilling.
Cheers. He pockets it and returns to warehouse number 4. Unless anyone's got any other questions to ask him.
I mean, he doesn't seem to actually know anything, does he? He's just been given a story.
Are we allowed to have a look around?
Probably not. It's a warehouse. He's got to guard it. As much as I would like to just rob it fucking blind.
No, that's not very noble of you, is it?
It's fine. We've taken off the noble hat.
I put on my crime
hat. I'd like to take him aside and have a word.
Okay, what are you saying to him?
Look, we forget about the goblin. It's fine. Be honest with me now. Did you see anything at all suspicious?
Well, yeah, I'm night watchman. Well, I just have to be working the day shift today. I'll see a lot of things on the night. There was a brawl a few minutes ago.
What about a dwarf?
Oh, him. Yeah, tramp. Yeah, he's going up into the town. He's like with some person, human, man, dark hair, don't know what colour, white jerkin, Eugen insignia on it.
Any idea where he might have been taken?
Eugen residence. I don't have a fucking clue. I don't ask after the welfare of every tramp on the docks. Look, I was asking, like I said, I've just been asking, telling everyone this for beer money. I've got a fucking raging hangover. Can I just go back in the warehouse and go back to sleep, please?
Very well.
I really don't know nothing. Okay, so he stumbles back into the warehouse.
Okay, so we know what actually happened. Well, we know what actually happened to the goblin, and now we definitely know that. Well, the Watchers told him to be quiet about it and say it died here, which means the Watch are in on whatever we saw. Which means they're on fucking the D word. I have a feeling that my particularly dodgy ideas might be doing some good welfare for this town.
What dodgy ideas would those be?
Well, there's two. Well, there's one major idea, and that's dealing with a certain noble and his friend. And if he's friends with him, it's got to be dodgy, doesn't he? So, you're honest, Eugen. He only comes out at night. He saved the Bergenoffen economy. He's been seen with a young, handsome, dark-haired man who has not been seen in years. His insignia is some rose nonsense. And, he's propping up the Mergarius family's member here, who's muscling in on the nobles. The nobles aren't too happy about a merchant getting this sort of clout for a council. So I was thinking perhaps we deal with him. But if we're going to deal with him, we've got to deal with his, nest egg, which is Eugen. And also, let's be honest, he's a fucking knight wrong'un. Like, you can be wrong'un as long as you you do the right thing. But nah, this is a big wrong'un.
Well, that seems to be the same sort of dealings that happened to Gottry, isn't it? The crest and of that family, that man.
Exactly. So we'll be avenging Gottry in a way by, dealing with him. It's what you would have wanted, except for maybe several pints and something to pass out on that's comfy.
I'd smack Ebenezer upside the head.
Oh my god!
Ah, Jesus!
Not hard.
What's that for? Tell me I'm wrong.
Speak ill of the dead.
All right, fair enough. Very sorry, Moore. Very sorry, Gottry. But you know what I mean. If we deal with this horrible creature from the night that's posing as a councilman, then I imagine we won't be able to announce it very loudly, but we'll be doing good. Probably make some money doing it.
We just gotta make him come out in a day, ain't we?
Yeah.
What we gotta do.
Yeah. I mean, I say we should probably start getting on it tomorrow or during the evening. My first plan. Well, let's see if we can get paid for this job. I want to leave an anonymous letter to one of the noble families in town saying that we'll deal with Mergarius. Because they're not going to want us to deal with the vampire because the vampire's pulling money into this town. He's saved it from economic ruin. But let's be honest, if they're that shit at managing, then someone else better can manage it. In any case. So we say we'll deal with Hold on.
Welcome back.
We say we deal with Mergarius. And if they agree to this, leave a nice, easy sign in the centre of town. Like, I don't know, a drawing of a red eagle on a certain fucking fence post or something. Then, once we see that, something non-conspicuous that will be seen in the crowd. Once we see that, we sneak in and deal with Toygan and Mergarius all in one night. See what we can do. Just deal with it. And then, yeah. Oh, in that letter, we'll also arrange like a drop-off point for, Dosh. But first things first, how would you guys like to survive the night?
I mean, that's the least objectionable thing you've said so far, so...
Right. Well, Franz's inn has got some very creaky stairs at the moment, and there's a terrible chance we might fall over because some of us here have been running... Some of us here know something about an illegal gambling racket, might have put some money in it, might have taken some out of it, who knows?
Oh, it's so stupid.
Yeah. Apparently, some local hoods at the half measure, halflings, we think, have taken offence to that. So we need to deal with them, get them a little bit hot under the collar. And I think Seraphina and myself have got some ideas on that. But it can't be true. Well, nobody can know we want round there. It's an inn of ill repute. We're upstanding citizens. We would never go there. So we need to get ourselves, blacked out, covered.
So we've got to go there, not go there, and kick the shit out of...
No, we're not supposed to go there, but masked individuals have been known to frequent the area.
Nornghal, can you make an intelligence, please?
I can try.
Don't bother.
No.
Never mind.
Nornghal has no intelligence.
Just off the sort of out of character, would I be able to buy things at the festival to make some kind of chlorine gas?
Oh my god.
Fucking hell.
Chlorine is.
But it's a mixture of what?
You've got ruby sulfur, which is arsenic, and you're very well aware that you can fumigate with that.
Quickly, let's go to Schaffenfest and buy a bottle of Domestos.
You would know that if you were to fumigate the place with that, then the whole area would be filled with toxic gas. You're also aware that there is toxic gas locked up in the sewers underneath the town.
You gotta huff some fucking jenkum.
Gross.
You don't know anything about chlorine or like chemicals like that. You know methane by the name tunnel gas. You know arsenic by the name ruby sulfur. This is an alchemical knowledge of chemicals that you've got. But you could develop a poisonous thing to fumigate the entire place. But not chlorine.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking of something along those lines, which could be untraceable. We wouldn't even need to necessarily go in there.
Do it in character then? Or are you just thinking this?
I'm just thinking this, yeah. My little whirring mind, my whirring halfling mind.
Well, my plan is to... I've got an idea that, fires get loose and who knows who's waiting in alleyways with crossbows and swords.
Well, I reckon I could concoct something that we wouldn't even have to go in there. We just need to, get the right ingredients, and it would be pretty toxic. I mean, they're going to get pretty fucked up from it.
Excellent. Well, let's get on it.
Right. What we're going to do?
Okay, so you're going to try... You're going to go back to the same apothecary that you were before.
Yeah.
Right, and acquire ruby sulfur, which I think I said was 8 shillings an ounce.
Ooh.
I might try and do a trade for some pipe weed.
All right, since you got a bushel of it, their eyes go popping out of their heads at the quantity that you've got.
Yes, trade amount.
Yeah, well, it's an effective medicine for halflings, which there are a lot of at the Schaffenfest at the moment.
Yeah.
What, are you going to swap them one for...
Just one, yeah.
Can I perhaps assist this with haggle?
Yep. What's your haggle?
39.
What's your haggle, Seraphina?
48.
You'll be assisting Seraphina's haggle then.
All right.
Okay.
I think I need to really advance on my skills. I've got the XP.
3. I failed.
18. That's what, 3 degrees success?
Yeah. Okay. Yep. So you
I've got
pass
you,
a
okay.
degree of success over to Seraphina. The apothecary didn't do well on the haggle either. And they are prepared to swap you the pipeweed for sale price, which is a crown for the bushel,
Damn.
the equivalent amount of ruby sulfur. And they don't really care where you got what you want the ruby sulfur for, because the pipeweed is not double legal either.
Okay.
Right.
So what was it? 8 shillings an ounce.
That's what you
No, it
said.
wasn't quite that much, was it? So you get what, 3.5 ounces for that.
Ooh.
That's the ounce that you've already got. So you've now got 4.5 ounces of arsenic.
Jesus. Okay.
Which you
Alright.
intend to fumigate the entire inn with.
Yes.
All right. So now we just need something to keep us a little bit more nondescript.
Well, I think maybe we do this in at night time, maybe not in light of day. I mean, that's going to be too obvious, isn't it?
No.
No, I think it definitely will, Ebenezer. She's right. You don't want to be doing this now.
Is it a dwarven thing or is it a Nornghal thing?
No, it's a dwarven thing.
Oh no, I'm asking him in character.
Okay.
I'm really not sure what you mean. She's absolutely correct.
Right, you are, Nornghal. Nighttime it is. I wouldn't argue with your August knowledge.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you
Still
doing?
need
What
to
are you
get
doing now?
ourselves-
I mean,
What?
you've got all afternoon to wait now.
We need to get ourselves some face coverings and some nondescript clothes.
Hmm.
Well, most of you have got nondescript clothes.
Yeah.
They have festival balaclavas.
Festival balaclavas.
Well, I was thinking if we just buy 4 sacks and cut holes in them.
Yeah, that's easy. That's easy to do. You can find sacks just lying on the docks.
Free
Nice.
sack.
No, 4 sack.
Boo, 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 boo.
Terrible.
No, not ghost
this
costumes.
comes with
We're not the
free sack.
KKK.
Oh, this is
That's
not what I
okay.
meant.
Great. Right. Yeah, it's easy enough to pick up a sack. It won't be a nice one. There'll be like a hole in it. But if you're just going to cut a hole
Excellent. An eye hole is
Yeah.
already there.
Pre-made.
in it,
Pre-hole.
I think you've already got a hood to disguise your identity, haven't you?
I do. But it's for the others.
Yeah,
Right, because seeing the respective size and builds of this band walking around.
we're quite
I was like, oh yeah, I wonder who that is.
Can I have some stilts?
Oh my god.
Wait,
Can we
buy a big
cut
coat?
all of
Yes.
this?
Yes. Two short people in a trench coat. Yes.
Yes, yes.
I think it's Nornghal's what 4'6".
Uh,
Seraphina's 3'11".
yeah.
So half of Seraphina's height is going to be her legs. So it's going to extend about 2 foot up above Nornghal's head. So you look like about a 6 foot tall individual.
Yeah.
You're walking around draped in a cloak.
my
Just
two
with
tall friends.
particularly short arms.
And also Nornghal has got sturdy and strong back. So he could carry Seraphina on his shoulders at
True.
no penalties whatsoever.
This is a genius plan.
I could just lend you my cloak or something.
Yeah, we just need a big long, just any bit of material really, any kind of sheet that I can just throw over. This is
Yeah,
this is
if you're walking
brilliant.
around dressed in a sack, then people are gonna bat eyelids.
Don't worry about it.
Forget
So-
about it.
Forget it. Hey,
Hey!
I'm dwarfing here.
Great.
To be fair, aren't dwarves like all torso?
Yeah, they're almost as wide as they are tall.
It's built like a tree trunk.
A square with arms and legs.
Yeah.
And a vestigial
Yeah.
head.
And their head is also very broad.
Don't-
The immovable object.
mm. Would it
So-
not look a bit weird though, with like my little head on your body?
Absolutely.
No,
Be weird.
A pyramid-shaped individual walking down the street.
you just got wide childbearing hips.
Okay, yeah, well, never mind about that. Let's just move on.
Oh,
We'd have enough fun.
Boo.
no fun allowed.
Right, what are you doing? Where are you going? Because you got until 6 bells before they're going to restart the joust, which I presume Ebenezer is going to go back to.
Yep.
But he doesn't have to, because now there's more pressing concerns on his mind, like the innkeeper threatening his life if he doesn't do him a favour by getting rid of the Low Haven halflings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll make sure to ingrain it into the party's mind as we're walking along. The Low Haven halflings have to go.
Seraphina, you would know the Low Havens are known as like horrible, like scumbags, even to halflings. Yeah, then
Not going to be like feeling too wrong about what we're about to commit. So
yeah, it's like humans think about halflings as being thieves because they got different ideas about property rights. The Low Havens are just thugs,
okay.
and they get ogres to do their enforcing for them.
Can we see? Have they got an ogre? They got Dugbog. Did you say?
I did mention it, yeah.
Praise be to Nuffle.
Can I like? But I don't want the ogre to die.
Yeah, but you won't want the other halflings to die either. But you think the Low Havens, so fuck them. But I want the ogre.
I want the ogre. Yeah, no, I do.
You want
I
the ogre for the party?
I want. Yes.
Can't believe we're going to get a Shrek.
Yeah.
Since he's an ogre, do you have like any sort of lore skills
Hang on, let me double
regarding
check.
different races of the old world, rather than just scientific lore?
Little chemistry. That's all I think I've got.
I will say I will allow you to make it on lore, chemistry, or trade apothecary, whichever is higher.
My trade apothecary is
Roll
higher.
it then.
Oh, come on.
Here we
23.
fucking go.
Papa needs an ogre.
Yeah.
Well, I say, especially being a halfling, you would know that ogres are resistant to poison. If you do this, even
Okay.
if everyone else in the entire
It's
place dies,
perfect.
he'll be fine. And like he'll think, "Oh, that smells a bit weird. I better get out of here," and we'll go out, close the door, and
Okay. He's going to be really mad though when he realizes that. Yeah, I just feed him.
Just feed him.
he's going to be really mad until he gets another halfling to latch onto. You're walking around just waiting. Is there anything you want to do in the afternoon before the joust starts again, or before night falls, so that you can infiltrate the half measure, cause some hassle?
I think Ebenezer tries to talk to Stor about the gold crown thing.
Go for it.
Look, Stor, I get it. You're trying to be funny. But you're not from the same sort of world, where, friends kill each other over nothing. I help do the job. I get some money back. You don't have to like me. That's just how it is.
Wait, are you still going on about?
Yes, I am.
Is Seraphina present here?
I'd imagine so.
I think we're all together, aren't we?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hanging out.
Yeah.
Like, Seraphina at this point, just because of the cultural thing that we've sent, would be probably taking Ebenezer's side.
Okay.
Because he's run equal risk and he's entitled to equal profits.
Oh no.
Sure, you're tearing this family apart.
I mean, I've said that I will give you your fair share of money when you just start being nicer.
That's not how it works. You don't have to be nice to get a job done. Sometimes you need the opposite. Don't be a fucking twat.
Maybe you don't have to be nice, but I wouldn't say calling me a fucking twat is helping your case, considering I am the one with the money, and you would very much like this money that I will give to you. I will give you the money. You just have to stop.
But we all need each other, and it's just money. We can get money. And, I mean, he has helped us, kind of.
And it's not just the money, it's the principle. I've done my work, I get my money.
That's true.
Do you know what happens when you don't play like ball in this sort of world? We end up with what Franz did, where he pulls us down a fucking pit and has people's throats slit. Can you see why I'm a little bit edgy? Maybe I didn't grow up on a fucking barge with 6 billion uncles and aunties to wipe me ass and tell me I was good enough, but I did my job and I get paid for it. Maybe it's made me shit. Maybe Sigmar doesn't look at me so nicely anymore. But you know, jobs get done.
Stir,
Yes.
would it help if he said please?
I'm not sure if the just it's like he says, it's the principle, isn't it? Just a little bit sick of the attitude.
I shouldn't have to bow and scrape for every penny just for who I am. I bow and scrape enough for everyone fucking else. I thought you were on side.
I'm not asking you to bow and scrape. I'm just asking you to be the littlest bit polite and just treat us as equals. That's it. I'm asking you for the bare minimum, Ebenezer.
I do treat you like equals. Everyone's got an equal part to play based on their skill.
Oh yeah. What are we? Are we the
What?
shitty, unskilled?
Well, what the fuck would I be doing if I didn't happen to look like Castelibra? I'd be sneaking around, picking pockets, grabbing bits and selling them on to finance whatever fucking we're doing. Unfortunately for everyone else, I've got the big boy hat. And I know it sucks that you don't happen to look like Stor Librung, or he's not Nornghal Librung Goblin Smasher or whatever. Unfortunately, I'm trying to deal the hand I've got. And again, you don't have to like it. You just have to respect it. Like, I respect your skills of being large, getting on people's good sides, and generally being on side with me.
Being large isn't a skill.
Oh, fuck me. It's not like I haven't tried enough. I'm 5'3" down here.
Neither is looking like a noble.
That one is a skill. If I put these same duds on you, you'd still stand out. And not just because you're a dwarf. I've seen plenty of stunty nobles.
Thank you.
It's the way they hold themselves, the way they act to other people, the way they move, the way they talk. They're not like you and me. And not because they aren't born in the same Sigmar blessed blood, but just how they hold themselves. They are born different because every breath they've taken is from a different world. It's not the point. I want me gold shilling.
Were you like hugged as a child, Ebenezer.
No! Who the fuck hugs someone?
I open my arms.
I think Ebenezer backs away.
I'm stepping towards you with open arms.
Reach for knife belt.
Holy shit.
I don't care. I advance. I'm hugging you.
Step back.
Roll to hug.
Roll
I'm
a
just gonna try. That's going to be a melee brawling because
This is fucking
it's technically be a grapple.
I don't think
Fight.
I think I'm gonna have to do melee basic, but
I think Ebenezer, you're not going to like actually try and like pull out your knife and slit Stur's throat for this. So
You'd
oppose
think.
it with, you can oppose it with dodge if you want.
I mean, I imagine I will try and cut Stor's hand or something.
What, you're literally pulling out your knife as she tries to hug
fucking
you.
god.
I imagine Ebenezer, someone has tried to hug him before and tried to kill him. He grew up in the fucking worst part of outdoor. He's
Ebenezer's first hug is about to happen.
not if he
I'm
can help
rolling.
it.
I'm
I
rolling.
love
I'm rolling.
this.
Right.
I'm spending my other fortune point.
I was thinking, I got a 12. I got a 12 out of 45. That's 3 degrees of
Wait, I'm
success.
using my other dice. I'm using my other dice. Okay. Please, please,
I
please,
will
please,
say
please.
for Stur's purposes, if you would have you lost any resolve up until this point?
Who?
Stur.
I don't think anyone has. I haven't, no.
No, Seraphina has, but she's gained it back.
Oh.
Um, Because you can spend a resolve for this, but if you were to fail it, if you were to succeed, you would gain the resolve back because of your nurturing motivation.
So I did slightly better on that one, but I still haven't passed. So can I then spend a resolve as well and try
You
that,
can
or is
spend
that
a
too
resolve
much?
to gain a success level, no matter what the roll was.
Oh, okay. I'm still not going to cut it, so I might as well just leave it.
Okay.
I got 12 out of like 45 for melee basic.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have at least 3 failures. Yeah, like 6. Yeah, it's 3 failures. Degrees of failure. Sorry.
Right, Ebenezer, I imagine you're pulling this so you won't cause a critical wound.
Yeah, like I said, just small wound. Just try to cut
Okay,
the
so
palm.
right, 3 versus what was it from Stur on the brawling? Negative.
Yeah,
2?
-3 degrees
Okay, so
is bad.
yeah. So it's
bad
what? This
hug.
is plus.
Well, I'm
plus
getting my
one-
goal back if Stor's dead.
plus 1 for the dagger. It's 7 wounds minus. What was the roll, Ebenezer?
12 out of 40.
So 21.
Sorry, 45.
21. What's that? The right arm?
Yeah, see, so I got 12, so that would be the left arm.
No, you reverse it.
Oh, reverse it. 21, still left arm.
That's still the left arm.
Yeah.
Still the left arm. Yeah. Okay. So you slash Stur in the left arm with this dagger. Stur, do you have any armor on your left arm?
I don't believe so.
Okay, so it's 7 wounds minus your toughness bonus.
Unless I wouldn't be wearing my leather jerkin, would I? Because I'm not doing anything.
Well, a jerkin wouldn't matter.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna. So 7.
Right. Okay. So what's your toughness bonus? 4.
No, 5. I've got 50 total toughness.
5.
I told you. You shocked earlier, and I said, yeah, I have
Yeah,
spent 10
okay,
advances
yeah,
on.
okay.
I
so
am
you're gonna
tough.
Yeah.
Lord.
You take 2 wounds then, as Ebenezer
thank
it slashes
God.
as you try to hug him, pulls out his dagger and just slashes you across the arm.
I imagine he just steps back, looks wide in alarm, like, no, not again, never again.
What is wrong with you? Why are you like this?
Just give me my share!
Ah! So you're just so annoying. You're just You're just the fucking worst, aren't you? I'm gonna walk away. Steve
What,
just sent me
away from the entire party?
a little bit, yeah. Not like far away, but just away from him and arms folded, need a minute to myself kind of vibe.
Okay, Ebenezer, I think, is probably the most traumatized out of everyone here. So, what are you doing?
Imagine looking wild eyes, knife out, making sure no one else is advancing for any sort of physical interaction.
Making sure watch are not approaching as well, I would imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Seraphina and Nornghal?
Well, I'm kind of furious that it's come over some money, which I believe is rightfully Ebenezer's, but it's a little bit of an overreaction from Ebenezer to stab the arm. So
You're conflicted.
very conflicted, yeah.
Italian.
I can't spell.
Fuck's sake.
Willie on the screen. Okay, so what are you doing then? Because this is like extremely awkward. It's like just daddy's just hit mummy at the dinner table.
It really is, isn't it?
Happy Christmas, everyone.
I mean, I'm probably just holding my hand
It's not
up to try and stop the bleeding a little bit, but
Yeah, it's not bleeding badly.
yeah, but
Having said
yucky.
that, you're down to like less than half your wounds now. You're in
Mhm,
really
yeah.
bad shape.
Yeah, I've lost 10 and I had 16, so not doing well.
Can I heal you?
Yes, and better than that, you can do 2 heal tests because there were 2 encounters where you haven't healed Stir.
Woo, 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 woo! Make me
Hooray.
better. Mother,
Fix-
please.
Come on.
fix me.
And then I'm coming in for another hug!
First one's pass, 1 degree of success. The second one's a fail,
With how many
90.
degrees of success? A failure?
4.
Okay.
Use
What's your
butterfly his
intelligence?
arm like a chicken breast.
First digit of your intelligence.
4.
Okay, so the second one doesn't actually do Stir any damage. The first one heals back 5 wounds.
Fine, yay!
I would like to try and slap the knife out of Ebenezer's hand.
Okay.
That sounds like someone advancing
do you have the disarm talent?
Disarm? No.
In that case, it would be melee brawling to get hold of him, and a further melee brawling to disarm him.
Someone else is getting fucking stabbed.
Yeah, that sounds like someone advancing on me menacingly with physical intent.
The series ends here, lads.
Okay, I passed my first check. 13 of 48.
35, so that's passed with a degree of success.
Yep, but it's not
it's not
enough
as
to
good.
defeat. Yeah, so he's got hold of you. So Ebenezer, you are now entangled.
No, don't touch me!
Easy now.
Okay, another melee brawling to
You
like
big
knock,
dickhead.
knock the knife out of his hand, or to grab hold of his hand to the sort of maneuver where he will have to drop it.
Alrighty.
Is there any way to resist this?
Yes. It will also be melee brawling. However, you're at -10 because he's got hold of you now. No, sorry, it's -20 because you're grappled.
10?
You bitch.
What
I
you
mean, I
get?
passed. I passed, but only 46.
I mean, I
48.
only get one pass because I can only get one.
Okay, so aggressor wins. So he, Ebenezer, Nornghal grabs hold of your wrist with one hand. With the other hand, he grabs hold of the same wrist, and then he slides his hand up your wrist over your hand, so that you're forced to drop the knife to the ground.
Is my other arm free?
Yes.
I grab my second dagger.
Oh my
Fuck!
I'm laid him!
Right, this is with your offhand, though.
Yep,
So you're minus 20 to do anything with it.
that's fine. Like I said, I'm not aiming to fucking be mega cool combat. This is now just people
So what you're
infringing
doing,
on
like,
Ebenezer's.
trying to stab him, or
Just try and swish at him to get him away and get him off me.
okay, because you're at minus 20 for being grappled, and another minus 20 for using your offhand.
So let's see. My melee normal is 30.
Melee
Right.
basic.
Oh, melee basic. Okay, so
A dagger
If
is basic weapon.
so if I get a 5 or lower, I can succeed.
Nornghal, you can oppose this, and you're going to be at plus 10 because you're holding on to him.
Okay, what can I actually oppose it with?
Melee brawling or melee basic, depends what you want to do. You can pull out your a club or something like that and hit him in the guts with it, or you can just sort of try and throw him to the ground. Or you can dodge.
I mean, yeah, I think I'd probably be.
I just rolled a 2.
Fuck me. Yeah, no, I'm.
That's a success with no degrees of success, but it's not an automatic success, nor is it a critical success.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I am.
It actually comes under my threshold, because my threshold with minus 40 on 45 would be 5 or under.
What do you mean? Yeah, no, so you succeed, but with no degrees of success.
Yep, that's fine. We'll take that.
Yeah, so I'm rolling just melee.
Melee what? Basic
Just
or brawling?
brawling, which is just melee weapon skill.
Okay, so what are you doing with the brawling? Are you trying to hit him, or are you trying to throw him to the ground? Or
Throw him down, yeah. Just
okay.
just sit down and shut the fuck up and stop being a knob end.
Okay.
And that was 20 out of 48.
Okay, so that's 2 degrees of success, which beats Ebenezer's 0.
eat shit.
So yeah, you throw Ebenezer to the ground. He's still got the dagger in his left hand, or his right hand if he's left-handed, which I imagine he probably is because he's a twat.
He's a shifty one. See the contours of his head.
On behalf of the Doomsayers podcast, I would just like to apologise to all of our left-handed listeners.
I wouldn't.
Wow.
Good old
George,
Catholic boy
edit
on
that out.
Yeah, I'm going to edit that out, isn't it?
Good. That one's
Left-handed
funny.
people. Is that hate crime?
No,
Don't
it's
think
not
that's
the left-handed.
I'm only pissing about.
Anyway.
Yeah, okay, so you throw Ebenezer to the ground.
Yeah.
Ebenezer's got a dagger in his offhand, whichever it happens to be. He's not ambidextrous, to my knowledge.
I'm gonna stand on that dagger holding hand.
Well, it's Ebenezer's turn.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm gonna try and do anyway.
I've been thrown
We'll
to the
see.
ground, right?
Yeah, you can immediately stand up, but that will take your action to do.
Oh no, where are we? We're in an alley, I imagine.
We were
Yes.
just near
You're
the
walk-
docks,
you're
weren't
at
we? Near the
docks now.
warehouse,
You're-
sorry.
You're walking. Yeah, you're walking around. Could be at the docks. If you are at the docks, a crowd is starting to gather now to watch the fight.
I imagine I back up to the wall, just crawling my hands on knees, just swishing my dagger forward to keep him away from me.
Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Swish, swish.
Swish,
I mean,
swish.
let's be honest. Ebenezer's not the aggressor in this situation.
I tried to hug you.
That's not how
That's
everyone
an
else
aggressive
sees it.
action.
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
What are you doing, Nornghal? Because Seraphina is patching up Stur's arm wound at this moment.
Yeah, if Ebenezer is if he's still on the ground, then I am just gonna try and Yeah, I'm just gonna stomp on his dagger wielding hand.
Yeah,
Got-
he's like sort of stumbling away as he's prone. He's not trying to get up, so you can try and do that. So that'll be another disarm. So it'll be two. It'll be a melee brawling and either a opposed strength or another melee brawling to disarm him.
Okay, so melee brawling.
Opposed by Ebenezer's melee basic,
That was a 43.
which is a success with no degrees.
Yes.
45, success with no degrees.
Okay, aggressor wins.
Oh my god.
And then you said, what was it? Another.
Either opposed strength or another melee brawling to disarm him.
So strength. Strength. 1 degree of failure.
Ebenezer.
Okay, so melee basic. 1 degree of success.
Ugh.
Okay, so he tries to kick the dagger out of your hand. He kicks you in the arm. It doesn't hurt that much.
Oh wait, sorry.
Sorry?
Is that an opposed strength test?
Yeah, that would be opposed strength. Yeah, so that would be off Ebenezer's
You're
strength as
wrong.
well. 'Cause he's like literally trying to
Oh,
just
off of my strength. I apologise.
Yeah.
That's a degree of failure then.
So he kicks you like in the wrist so hard that the dagger flies out of your hand.
Mhm.
It's not a controlled disarm. He just like literally just kicks you so that you have to drop the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he kicks you in the wrist. The dagger goes flying.
Enough!
Just looking up at Nornghal. A strange feeling for him, I imagine.
Rick.
Yeah, what's going on then?
I'm gonna squat down to Ebenezer's level and offer him a hand.
Get fucking stabbed in it, mate.
I don't
Enough.
think Ebenezer takes it, but he does stand up.
Okay.
That's his problem. that's exactly what's wrong.
At this moment, like Stur is now banished up, and Seraphina and Stur can re-enter the situation. I don't think it's still a combat.
I'm
No,
gonna
I think it's...
no. I'm gonna pick up Ebenezer's daggers off the floor.
Well, you've got hold of one of them, haven't you? And
Oh yeah, I've
Yeah.
already got one of them. So yeah, I'm gonna pick up the other.
Yeah. Come on then. This is over to you.
And yeah, if he's already stood, I'm gonna just not square up to him, just I've got both daggers in one hand, handle first, back over to him, very slowly.
Ebenezer?
We are not your enemy.
I snatch them away. Some of you have a funny way of showing it.
You can't just go slashing at everybody who tries to help you.
I didn't ask for help.
Hmm. I think you need to learn to take it when it's offered, sir.
I'm just sulking. just
I just want to bang everyone's heads together and knock some sense into them. Come on, we're a fucking team. You're gonna get nowhere by fucking squabbling. over money, and I kind of get the principle store of like, yeah, he's got his fucking funny ways, but he's not from where you're from. I'm not where from he's from, and Nornghal's not one from where we're from, and nothing. So we're all fucking different. We've all got different ways of going about things. But if someone's done work, they earn their money, and that's that. You'd be pissed if you were, withheld your money and you did something. Just how it goes, anyway.
I mean, nobody else finds it that hard to just get on with each other. I've said multiple times that all he has to do... don't want to keep talking about it because it's not going to change anything.
Stir.
I fold my arms.
I put out an open palm.
Stir.
What?
Whatever it is he's still owed, hand it over.
Oh, I'm too stubborn. I'm not handing it over. I just can't. It goes fundamentally against. It's not just that I want him to be nice. It's that if I give him the money, I lose.
Curse both of our principles.
I fold my arms more.
I fold my arms.
You fold your arms into an origami crane. Stur, is your coin purse on your person? Is it like
oh my god,
like fastened to a bolt or?
I mean, I've not really thought about what I've got on because are we in?
You haven't planned your outfit?
No, shut up! I can't because we've got the fancy outfit and we're wearing the non-fancy outfit, right?
Yeah, you definitely are. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just thinking because that's pretty loose. I imagine
also,
it's in my pouch.
Ebenezer has your fancy outfit.
Yeah, yeah, true. Yeah. I would think my coin purse is in my pouch, which is on me. Or sorry, my sling bag, I mean. My pouch is in my sling bag. That was hard.
It probably is hanging from your belt, unless you put it into your sling belt for security.
I just always... No, go ahead.
If you don't give him the money, I'm just going to take it from you and give it to him. Simple. Solves the fucking argument then, doesn't it?
I start walking away.
Halfling,
you know what I do. Off your fucking waist. I'm snatching it. I'm snatching your stupid little coin purse. I'm snatching it.
I'm running to my uncle's barge. Piss off. I'm rolling athletics.
Is that what
you can... Hang on. Because I am moving to take your fucking purse.
This has got much. I have a purse shield.
I'm rubber, you're glue.
Okay, what's everyone's initiative now? Because I'm fairly well aware that people have actually improved it without my knowledge.
Oh shit!
So,
mine is still
33.
30. Mine is also 33.
What's it based on again?
Your initiative. It's one of your characteristics.
It is. Oh, it is I. 34.
It's I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's based off of intelligence, though, isn't it?
No.
No, intuition is. Sorry.
Yeah, that's intuition. Yeah.
Another I word. So.
Yeah,
that's too many of them.
Confusing, isn't it? But yeah, I'm.
Intuition begins with an E.
Yeah.
34. Okay, so Stur is the first one to get off. Simultaneously, Nornghal and Ebenezer after her, shortly followed by Stir.
Hold on, I'm not chasing or anything.
Okay.
I am.
Scowling.
All right, roll it.
A little halfling
Roll to
fingers in that
scowl,
pouch.
Ebenezer.
So I am doing athletics, yeah?
How did you do?
I haven't rolled it, hang on.
Hope you trip.
I rolled a 7 out of 52.
Later!
Okay, so 5 degrees of success. Plus your movement, which is 4 as a human. You get 9 above your normal movement rate. So you're now running, essentially.
It's 2 midgets chasing a giraffe.
You're now running for the first round at 25 miles per hour.
Oh, I love it.
It's like you Usain Bolt it back to the boat. There is literally no point in anyone else like trying to do this. However, you may remember that Uncle Joseph had removed the gangplank. So you don't have to do another athletics to jump onto his boat.
I've got strong legs, George.
You do.
Oh.
Wait, I'm going to use my pink dice. They've been treating me better this evening. Right. So that's athletics again, yeah?
That's athletics again, yeah.
Go. 17 out of 52 again.
Okay. So
and
actually,
plus strong legs, which is only level 1.
Another degree of success.
Yeah.
So you actually, without like just hurling yourself onto the side of the barge, you actually jump up onto the deck and land there. Everyone else is chasing you. Please make an athletics test to see who gets there first. I would imagine Ebenezer has been left behind on the dock.
On his arse.
And he's probably going to do something completely different.
29.
Athletics. No.
15.
How can you athletics be 15 as a halfling?
No, I rolled 15.
Oh, right.
And my athletics is 29.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Nornghal?
3 degrees of failure.
Damn.
Okay, so it's Seraphina that turns up to the barge shortly after this. I'm going to roll a perception with Joseph.
See if he's noticed what's going on. I'm going to start throwing geese at you. Don't fuck off.
Joseph, yep. Gilda, no, and Volmar. And then I'm going to roll one for baby Elsa. 0-1 for baby Elsa. The moment
he knows.
Yeah, well, the moment you hit the boat, Stir, you hear this wail.
Fucking critical hit the baby.
Everyone wakes up.
Oh, I've just made so much worse.
Sort of already half awake, staggers up onto the deck. Oh, Stir, what the hell are you doing? I told you I was knackered.
I'm sorry, I didn't know where else to go. I've got in an argument. I show my bandaged arm out from under my cloak. Ebenezer fucking stabbed me for money.
What? All right, get down to the old, right? If he comes here, I'll sort him out. He goes down and like brings out a crossbow.
God. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
He sees Seraphina running out. Oh, what are you doing?
Just trying to talk some sense into Stir.
Yeah, well, go away.
It's all gone really fucking wrong.
Oh, I can see that. At this moment, Nornghal turns up.
Looking fucking exhausted.
It's not like it's a pissed up night at 9 o'clock in the evening. This is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
I was going to say, at least we're killing some time before we have to go and fumigate the halflings.
So your uncle's
doing
going
it.
to fumigate me in a minute with a
I'm just
fucking crossbow.
No, he's going to ventilate you with some new holes.
Oh my god.
There's speed holes.
Stop.
Wait.
Right. So I'm coming waddling up.
What the hell's going
Stop!
on? Yeah,
And I-
sure, you can hear this, yeah.
I'm just shouting from like the entryway to the little hold door, whatever. I'm not talking to you.
This is getting ridiculous.
I'm ignoring you. No, I didn't say that. I am physically ignoring you.
Joseph, let us up there.
Oh, what's going on? My nephew or niece, I'm not entirely sure these days, has just come up here and said that her life's been fucking threatened. Why am I going to let anyone else on my barge?
Her life hasn't been threatened by anyone, least of all me. Just let us on.
Are they alright?
I peep.
Got Nornghal and Seraphina.
Why do you want to come up here? You can talk to me from down there. You made a
She
grab
says
at
you
me.
can talk to her from down there.
I could hear her.
Tell the peasants.
Who's the real noble?
I'm gonna slither up to the side of the boat and just peer over, just like the top of my head, so I can see
while
them.
this is going on, what's Ebenezer doing? As apparently he has sustained some trauma in his earlier life.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a reason he's not followed them. He's just wandered off.
Yeah, okay. Do you want me to make an... can you please make an average cool?
Mm-hmm. Ooh, 85.
Yike.
Not doing so good there.
No, Ebenezer's not a happy bunny.
Okay. We'll say, was whatever happened to you in your early life significant enough to cause you to have flashbacks? It's just a yes or no question.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so you've got a stun condition.
Oh wow.
And that's going to last... How many success levels did you fail by?
Oh, fucking many. My cool is 31. That's an 83.
Oh boy.
Okay. So that's going to last for 5 rounds. So the best part of a minute,
Mm-hmm.
you are completely lost to a totally real flashback.
Ugh. I feel bad now.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you think it's going to gain anything if we play through it all?
I think it's better if we leave it ambiguous for now.
Yeah, I agree. Once that's over, you're gonna have a fatigue condition, which it is like you've played through this in your mind. Whatever it was that happened to you happened again, but only in your mind. But you're gonna have a fatigue condition for the rest of the day. So you're -10 to all tests.
Oh god.
Righto.
Everything is it's all over. It's all over. You know it's gone. It's finished. Gone. It's happened. It's not happening anymore. Yeah. It doesn't carry on.
I think after he's roused himself, I think he just wanders off to the nearest bar for a drink.
Whoa. What?
Day drinking.
What? He don't drink. It's bad.
Okay, the nearest bar is the half measure.
Yep, that'll do.
Yeah, you go in.
Time to
and
fumigate
it's,
Ebenezer.
What will happen?
You have to crouch very, very slightly to go in. The door's about 4'6", and it's almost entirely populated with halflings in here. Not a huge number of them are talking with Mootland accents, but a fair few of them are. However, the entire room is filled to sort of the height of the ceiling is about 6 foot, so you're able to walk around easily.
Mm-hmm.
There's 3 foot of clear air, and then 3 foot above that is just full of pipe with smoke. Well, so to you, it smells like tobacco. To the halflings, they're just like absolutely laughing their asses off. They're drinking as much as they can get their hands on.
Mm-hmm.
There is food is just like flowing. Is in this sort of establishment for a human, you'd be astonished that they'd be able to do that. But somehow the halflings seem to manage it.
Mm-hmm.
And there is. It doesn't not jazz music stops. There are humans in here, and most of the humans are there as it seems a sort of joke by the halflings to force them to drink twice as much as they can.
I'll just go up to the bar.
Yeah.
Cider, please.
You want a cider, do you?
If you don't supply the Mootland's finest, an ale's fine.
There you go. Mootland Scrumper, that way a shilling.
I pay him a shilling and just begin drinking quietly.
Okay, so you just like sipping away at this bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay, so you're quietly drinking in the corner in the halfling bar.
Yeah.
The rest. Okay. Let's see if you attract some unwanted attention. Having said that, also make a perception.
Oh no. Not a chance.
No.
89 now.
Everyone else back at the docks.
Aye.
Here we are.
Ebenezer is not there. You don't know where he's gone.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to just stand here by a boat trying to convince Stir to get off of it. So I'm just going to sort of say, well, suit yourself then. Stay on that boat. Come with us. You're not helping us. Just whatever. For fuck's sake. And I get pissed off and just walk off. I've had enough of this shit.
Sad.
Stir!
Stir, you can quite clearly hear his
Yeah,
booming
I know. What?
Stir, I'm going to count to 10.
I can't count any higher.
I've got to say, impressive Nornghal.
We'll see how this goes.
Wait, really? What do you want?
Count.
1,
What? What?
2,
What do you want me to do?
1, 2, 3.
I'm standing up now, so you can probably see me a bit better.
No, you're in the below decks, so you can't.
No,
see
I
your
came up. Sorry.
Oh right, okay.
Slithered up.
That's what the slithery.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
Yeah. Are you just gonna keep counting, or?
It's 4 next, Nornghal.
I
Don't
knew
help
that. 4, I think.
Nornghal, what are you gonna do when you get to 10? Have you decided?
Look, just get off that bloody barge.
I look around and check that everyone else is in fact gone. What's...
Yeah, well, they are.
Yeah. Just thinking of how to get down. Is it necessary to get the gangplank out?
It'll be easier to jump from
Yeah.
the barge to the.
Yeah.
Especially with those strong legs.
Lord knows I can jump up.
I said he's absolutely knackered and he's furious as
Yeah.
well because he's had like 2 hours sleep
Oh.
out of 36.
I tearfully apologise to my uncle, and then I sort of jump / lower myself, whatever, down.
Right.
Do I need to roll for that? See if I fucking fall in.
Yeah, roll it, but unless you get a critical failure, you're not going to fall in because.
Oh no!
I rolled 99.
No.
Failure.
Well, now.
Can I at least try and
all those
grab
fortune
him?
points?
I
on the
did. I
map?
used one to joust and one to hug. So
Okay, so you hit the side of the dock and fall into it.
Is there
And that's
anything I can do about this?
Yeah, just please try and grab her.
Oh, for fuck's
I can't be bothered with this.
What am I? What the fuck am I rolling?
Melee basic or athletics.
No, it's going to be melee basic then. 35. Thank fuck.
Okay, so yeah, you grab her by the arms. Right, what's your strength and toughness bonuses compared with Stur's?
My strength and toughness bonus is 8 total.
Mine's also 8.
Yeah, okay, so it's no problem to haul you out. Yeah, the stab wound is not inflicting any negative penalties because it's not wounds. Okay, so yeah, you haul her out.
Come on, you silly boy.
I'm still very sheepy and visibly upset.
Stir, you're right.
Yeah.
Do you want this? He's waving the crossbow.
No, I'll be fine.
How about an axe? Waving an axe.
It's alright, Uncle. Just go back to bed. I'm sorry.
You know. Also, I thought living on a barge with a baby was bad enough, and then it's like you guys waking me up at all hours of the day and night. All right.
I just hang my
See
head.
you tomorrow, yeah. Well,
See you tomorrow, Uncle.
probably see you tonight. I don't know. What time is it?
It's pre-6. You said it was about 3.
Yeah, so
I don't even care. All right, I'm going to bed.
sleep well.
Good night, Joseph.
Ugh. The other two of you. Going to Seraphina first.
Okay, I'm just storming up the road, just
Really angry.
I am really irritated by it.
You don't know where either of these groups have gone.
No. I'm just going to go back up to the festival.
Just have a good time.
Yeah. Wondering. I'm looking for anything in particular. I think I am.
Okay, I'm just going to make a random event roll. Yeah, you do observe the half measure. You can see that it's called the half measure. And there is a picture above the door of a glass that's half filled.
Okay.
So you know where it is now. But you're going back to the festival.
Yeah, I'm obviously not going to go in there.
Okay, so what are you doing at the festival?
I'm going to go and eat something nice. Just casual, normal, wandering around stuff.
Right, well, most of the food stalls are being run by halfling food vendors.
Yeah.
And you're walking in brandishing a bushel of pipeweed.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, hello. Well, I can tell you're from the moot, aren't you? You're here to sell that pipeweed.
I can sell you some pipeweed, sure.
Oh no, you don't tell me that, right? Oh, you come around here, right? We do proper mutland recipes. Never mind all this shit that we sell to the soreheads up there, right? You come around here and we give you the proper like mutland food, right? Cider and everything. You want a pork pie? I'll give you pork pie. There you go. Gives you a slice of pork pie.
I love pork pie, yes. Haven't had that.
And pickles. We got pickles. We got cider brandy.
Oh, cider brandy sounds lovely. I haven't had that in months.
And we just smoke a couple of pipes together and just get our appetites up, and then oh god,
Let's do that.
Proper meat and darling.
You know, it's been ages. Where from the moot are you from then?
Well, I'm from Seraphina, ain't I?
I'm from Seraphina too. Never.
Oh yeah. Oh, you must know me. I'm Esmerelda Seraphina Honeycakes, I am.
You never Esmerelda Seraphina Honeycakes. I'm Esmerelda Seraphina Honeycakes as well.
You first didn't the fucking joke, Seraphina.
What the fuck is going on?
I think Seraphina ate too much and she split via mitosis.
Oh.
Who's your mom, pa?
My mum, pa?
Yeah.
My mum, pa is Theophilus Honeycakes.
Oh, mine's my uncle.
Oh, that's we go, right? So we named after each other.
Oh,
that's good.
So strange. Your uncle and I went to university, and I've got my apothecary license.
That's your uncle. That's my grandpa.
Oh, it's a small world, isn't it? Have some pipes.
Yeah, come on. It's small world for small people. It's brilliant.
Oh, it's great to meet up with you.
Come around here. Actually, never mind. Just come around here. We'll do a proper meal, not the shit that we serve there.
Right.
What's your favourite meat?
I do like pork.
Yeah, you gonna do pork? Pork chops?
Sounds good to me, yeah.
Right, there we go.
Cooked in cider, I hope.
It's
cider brandy.
Cider brandy juice.
Oh, even better. Yes.
Right, there you go. Well, we've got pipeweed here as well, right? I'll bet you it's no worse than yours, right? So you pack a pipe, I pack a pipe. We swap them, and then we see how the sampling goes, shall we?
Sounds fun, yeah.
Passing you a extremely densely packed pipe of pipeweed.
Okay, well, I've got loads of it. I do the same.
Right, over to Ebenezer.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? You're just like sitting, drowning your sorrows at this halfling bar.
How many bells do I hear?
At this moment, are you waiting to see how many bells you hit? Are you like literally biding your time?
Yeah.
4 bells ring.
I get another drink.
You continue to wait.
Yep.
5 bells ring.
Yeah, I get up and leave.
Okay.
Interesting.
I make my way to the Schattenfest and hit a...
Not been talking to anyone.
No.
This is very unlike you.
Yeah, just head towards the Schattenfest.
I feel like he's about to go postal and it's my fault.
As you're leaving, can you make another perception, please? Perception or intuition, whichever is higher.
Let's see.
They're the exact same. Fail.
Right. Having said that, you do. Sorry?
I want to be stabbed.
You do notice a familiar face at the door of this bar.
Are they short?
They are the opposite of short.
Is it Dugbog?
It is Dugbog.
Mm.
And he sees you and gives this hideous grin. All right, Eb, what are you doing here?
Drinking.
Yeah, good. I like drinking too. I like eating better.
Sigma, I'll be with you, Dugbog. And I wander off towards the Schaffenfest.
May the great morn never ease your hunger. He slaps you on the back, which almost knocks you over.
Mm-hmm.
And then you think to yourself, why the fuck is Dugbog here? When the boss isn't.
Yeah.
But you don't care at this moment, I imagine.
No. I'm only really going to the Schaffenfest Noble thing for appearances right now.
All right, so you're going back there to wait for the joust to reconvene.
Yeah, I'd probably nip into a beer tent.
Okay. In the meantime, Stur and Nornghal.
Yep.
What are you doing?
I mean, you wanted to talk to me, fella.
Now listen here, Stur. What comes after 4?
I knock off after then.
Fuck's sake.
I can't deal with your social situation.
You
I know
humans.
you are technically classed as homeless. But there is literally nothing that I can do about it.
Right.
Look. Whatever that was back there. He's not in his right mind. And I don't think withholding his funds is going to make any damn bit of difference.
I'm gonna give him his money back, but it's not happening today, not after this. And I look a bit teary-eyed. And I open my arms.
And I draw my daggers. No.
You now have 3 of.
I hold a
What
dagger in
happens
each of my 6 arms.
That's what happens when you have too many daggers.
Too many arms.
Nornghal groans, shrugs, and walks up to Stur with his arms out forward and just like embraces him around probably the waist.
Well, given your respective heights, most likely, yeah.
Yeah.
And I engulf you in a big warm hug, and I make snotty noises. I'm sorry.
Not very happy, not very nice to you, Nornghal, because dwarves take great pride in their hair and beards, and like the snot is going like down your hair.
I release you when you start to grumble, and I just wipe my nose and eyes on my sleeve.
I wipe my head on your sleeve.
That's fine, I understand. What are we gonna do now then?
Well, we need to go and find Seraphina. And now we need to find Ebenezer as well.
Did you see where either of them went?
I've no idea.
They wouldn't be difficult to find.
Whatever do you mean?
There has just been a huge fracas on the dock. So where did the halfling go? Where did the guy that just stabbed me go?
Okay, fair enough. I mean, in fairness, they've both gone in the same sort of direction. Well, no, not
Well, they both went
initially.
stomping away.
Since the dock is probably the biggest like flat bit of the town, if that makes sense. They could have gone anywhere. And since the dock and the main part of the town, apart from the Westendam, which is the horrible slum area, the town is between the dock and the Schaffenfest. They could be anywhere by now. You do know that Ebenezer and Seraphina were both interested in this halfling racket. You also know Ebenezer was interested in the Megarius situation.
Nornghal hasn't been paying attention to anyone's names.
Sorry, what was that? You both spoke.
No, sorry. That Nornghal hasn't been paying attention to anyone's names. Nornghal has, sorry, not Nornghal. Sorry, Ebenezer has just like had a flip out and has gone mad. It seems like.
I don't know. Which one should we go after? I'm feeling very vulnerable right now. So I feel like you need to make the decision, Steve.
Look, I don't think Ebenezer's going to be particularly happy with either of us, let alone both of us. Not without Seraphina's help. Let's see if we can find her first. She seems to have a way with these situations.
Okay. And I go with you. And we ask the people.
We link arms and we skip along the road.
Whee!
Which is very difficult given
We both fall over a lot.
Bonk, bonk, crumple.
Okay. Yeah, so it's not difficult to track down Seraphina.
We did it.
Because she's a very distinctive individual now, wearing 3 tabards.
Yeah, I am. In fashion.
And you are directed almost immediately to the half measure inn.
That's racist.
That is a bit
isn't it?
racist.
That's not where she went.
No.
Very rude.
Yeah.
I thought
People
it was.
No.
No, she went to the
didn't.
fest.
Went to the
Did she?
festival.
Oh, yes.
Went to get festival food.
Sorry, I'm flagging too.
It's been an eventful
So
day.
we come upon tiny little Seraphina,
Yeah,
presumably stuff in her
What's that? What?
face.
Stuff in her face and like smoking like copious pipes, just like eating pork pies and pickle and swigging down cider. Extremely drunk by this stage, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Great.
It's been
Cider
like an
brand.
hour, isn't it? If the times are
Yeah.
to match up.
Yeah, okay. So you come across her. She's like sitting behind a food tent with a load of other halflings, munching down like pork pies and pickle and cracking back massive amounts of Calvados.
Okay.
And she's high as well. You can tell that by looking at her.
Somebody's feeling a bit better.
Are you feeling better now, Easter? You're hiding away on that boat.
Say the same to you. I'll be fine.
What are you two up to, anyway? All these pork pies are... they.
We were just trying to find you again.
I've been eating this well in months. This is bliss. I'm so happy.
What are we going to do with that?
So I think that your auntie was my great uncle's cousin by marriage, twice removed, or something like that, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, so, hey, here you go. Have another pork pie.
Oh, you're a beaut.
Oh, well, how with it? Having a pint of cider as well.
Nornghal is just utterly mystified by this exchange. Just looking back and forth.
You dwarves, you got like sort of family records, haven't you? It just goes through the man's side, though, doesn't it?
Not this one, haha.
Who was your dad?
No.
Godfrey, dad beard.
Godfrey Dadbeard.
No one you'd have heard of.
Oh no, I can hear of him. This is a passion with us halflings.
What's that pie you've got there?
It's a pork pie. Here you go. Have a slice.
Oh well, you're too kind.
Cut you a slice.
Aw.
That'll be a penny.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
I'll give him. That's a bit crumbly. There you go, Seraphina. Have that bit.
I'll give him tuppence.
And one for my friend here.
Yeah, and this is like the best food you've had in this festival. Having said that, you are going to rush off to the privy now.
Food time!
Fuck's sake. What a waste.
Oh my god.
Eat it on the way.
Yeah. Just in one end, out the other.
What, at the same time?
I mean, it might as well be. Yeah, I'm shoveling in pork pie as I just leg it to just the nearest hole.
It's a delicious pork pie, absolutely expertly seasoned.
Yeah, does it distract from the fact that I'm going to shit myself at all?
No, not
Yeah,
not
I
at
didn't
all.
think
But
it would.
It's like a fucking like rock bread that dwarves eat. Meanwhile, Stir is still there with you, Seraphina, and is also being plied with delicious pork pie.
Excellent.
Oh, you're a big one, ain't you?
Yeah.
You're even bigger than the normal big folk.
Yeah. I get that a lot. Pie's good. Thank you.
Yeah, you'll be a penny.
I thought
Already
I got
fucking
paid.
paid for it. What?
You're not going to give her a penny, are you? And you're going to get me mad.
Oh, I'm kind of scared not to, because you're both like high out of your minds. I'm just going to give her a penny. Lovely.
So, do you want some pipe weed? Like packing a pipe down. We got a really good deal on it not too long ago.
Yeah. How much is that then?
Well, a penny.
I hand you another penny. I'm curious.
Okay, is Ishtar a smoker?
No, they are not. They have not done that ever.
Okay,
Pressure.
I'll say roll an effort in endurance.
Endurance.
For fuck's sake.
I'm living a little. I'm breaking out on my own. All right, so I rolled. Yeah, that's a pass. 32 out of 55.
That's a pass. So
Yeah.
you smoke it, but you like
Don't enjoy it.
you're not really like enjoying it.
Really good, thank you.
Why do people do this?
Dude, weed
The
now.
halflings are like, I love you, bro.
Oh my god.
At this point in the session, we were going to return to Ebenezer, but since everyone was flagging, we decided to call it quits for the rest of the night. From this point on, however, uploads may be slightly more irregular in terms of day, because people have changed jobs and schedules and such get in the way, but we have got every intention of continuing. This was the 7th episode of our playthrough of The Enemy Within, the Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th edition campaign. This has been Enemy in Shadows, written by Graham Davis and several other people who'll be credited in the description below. Our players were Callum as Ebenezer Gütte, Sez as Seraphina Esmerelda Honeycakes, Tish as Sunflower, and Steve as Nornghal Varrskrati, with myself as a GM. Our musical intro was War and Peace by freestockmusic.com, which was used under Creative Commons license, with full credit in the description below. Until next time, fear not the doomsayers.